fucking did 2 years ago? They fucking rioted. They don't even have guns, and they tore through the streets like it was fucking Versailles. And they were like, you guys haven't met your federal budget in years, and you have military weapons that at any time you could just go up there. Why? Why aren't you using them? It's like, good point.
Yep,
Good point,
exactly.
Frenchie. Yep. You may have surrendered in World War II, but your government stays in line, doesn't it?
Hey, if any of us become rich, though, I was thinking about this today. Sorry to get off the topic here, but that island with those fucking savages on it, we are visiting it with actual weapons, like explosive.
How?
No, this is ours now.
I just want to really I really want to flex my ego like that hard on these motherfuckers because it's just gonna be like gods walking in. Like, you're really gonna throw a stone at? Put your shit away.
Nope.
We
just get full Kevlar suits with the face mask, so the arrows just sticking us, and we just take them out. We're like, no. You don't
understand. You don't understand what the fuck this is, okay? Like, oh
just
my god.
One of those taser wands from goddamn Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, see, I'm saying this like it sounds like I'm being a fucking dick, but they're the one that takes people and just kills them and does terrible shit to them for no fucking reason. Like,
the international police are just like,
why not?
Oh, we have to preserve their culture. You know what? Call me a historical reenactor. Colonization.
Look, we don't have to wipe. No one's saying wipe them out. We're just saying we're gonna go in there, find their best 10 warriors, and show them what a god is, and then they're gonna stop. That's pretty much how that's gonna work.
And then we're gonna give them blankets.
Yeah, and then let's give them some shit. Like, let's give them since we want to preserve the
culture,
we'll okay. See, that's true though. Every time the white man fucking decides to step on the earth, it gets corrupted. Disease spreads across the fucking land. Like that's what I was talking to with my dad today. I was like, man, white people fucked up everything, huh? And I mean, I'm not saying that in like in a mean way either. It's like history literally shows that when white people,
Christians,
Christians in particular, I guess.
Christians in particular.
Yeah, got to these different lands. They brought a lot of nasty shit with them. Like, just like their religion, they brought a lot of nasty shit with them. Like, oh. So.
Yeah,
I mean, what was the time frame of the bubonic plague, by the way? I actually don't know.
It was a span of like 300 to 500 years. In fact, actually,
what? It lasted that long?
Oh, yeah, like 70% of the world's population died. Well, okay, so there's the Great Plague, and I actually think the Great Plague might have been like 3 to 4 separate different things, but the biggest one that's characterized is bubonic plague because of the pustules. But because people didn't know about bacteria or anything, the Great Plague, we'll call it Black Death.
Oh my god, the
imagine being born into that fucking world though, right? Like, oh my god, imagine growing up and you having to just try to navigate through.
I was wrong. It only lasted like 10 years.
I was about to say 300 to 500 years sounds like it would kill all of us in that amount of time.
Well, that was one of the Great Plagues, but it killed 200 million people, which was like 50% of the world's population at the time.
Yeah, I think we got down to 20% at one time, right? Like when a super volcano went and did something, or
we are on our 7th great extinction right now.
Yeah, I was about to say there's
6
been
before
extinction events or whatever. Yeah, and I mean, I'm just waiting for Yellowstone. I think that's the one that's gonna smack. I think that's the one that's gonna be, what I think that's gonna be the next one. Like, that's gonna be the next extinction event. Like, there's what, like,
oh yeah, that's like a few thousand years overdue.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
at any time a comet could hit us.
Yeah, I mean,
all their volcanoes.
Imagine if a comet hits near, even if it's a small one, near Yellowstone. Like, that's grounds for fucking kaboomy. Like,
dude, I just found way more. Yo, look at that.
The 3 great pandemics: 541, 1347, and 1894.
Huh. Well, oh, by the way,
9-centimeter penis.
we're recording, by the way, so make sure you don't exactly say what you're doing, but
yeah.
100% polyurethane.
Oh, she has nice eyes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be getting that What did I just say? Oh yeah, the 0.9 centimeter penis.
I wish I had a
Excited.
9-centimeter penis.
I would like to get into hunting and getting into guns again.
Actually, I
That'd
was
be
just
nice.
saying today that I'm gonna do a hunting trip this year in October. So you want to do it? Go hunt some fucking deer this October?
Actually, I'm actually down 100%.
Yeah.
Actually, let's go with 99% because you know I'm a flaky bitch. So,
Because
but I
yeah.
wouldn't flake on that because I actually want to go. So it actually have to be something serious for me to back out of that. Like, because I actually do want to go hunting in Colorado. Would be great to go hunting in.
Yeah. And I'm sure I could talk to Carl, and either he would want to go or he would be down to maybe help us move the camper out there for a week or so while we do this.
Yeah, no, that'd actually be really cool.
Yeah.
I would love to do that, dude.
So I'll buy a hunting rifle.
I wonder if I can get a bow by then. No, okay, so if we're well, I don't know how hunting really works. I don't know if you can go bow and gun, just because I feel like
yeah,
depends on the state. Depends on the season.
So yeah, we would just have to get two different tags.
I was gonna say, well, not only that, but then like once a gun goes off and you get your kill, I feel like it's pretty difficult to get the next because everything within like
that's why you got to move.
You know how many miles can hear it pop off.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they're like, oh shit.
We would be
hunting ground.
Yeah, we would be renting ATVs because we would after we get a kill, we would take it back and do whatever we need to it, and then
I guess.
And then we would go a couple of miles outside of where the shot was and hunt in a different area.
So I heard
we would just rotate.
I heard the liver's pretty good if you cook it over a fire after you kill those guys.
Yeah, actually, liver is pretty good.
I'm not a fan of liver.
Yeah, but
it definitely has a very unique taste.
Apparently cooked liver, I think elk actually is what it was, but
elk is amazing.
Yeah,
I had liver when I was in Korea. It's
resident disabled veteran, valid for secondary. Yeah, turkey season. I don't give a fuck about turkey season. I want big game.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to shut that real quick. But
so what's our topic?
Door fucking slam, dude. Like, what the fuck is this? I don't know, dude. We could just chat about anything. I mean, right now, who gives a shit? We're just like we were chatting about. Well, not these firearms. We probably should. What? Who said that? Not just. Who's got guns? Hold on. Not me.
Okay, so a deer elk is September. Plains deer, which is east of I-25. Fuck that. We're not doing that.
I've always wanted to go bear hunting.
There's moose hunting out here.
I was gonna say moose.
Moose are big.
I was about to say, I don't think you understand how big a moose is. Like, I underestimated how big a moose was, and then I saw one near like a truck, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
dude,
they're fucking huge.
Did you know orcas eat moose?
I actually heard about that.
Orcas are crazy, dude. They're like apex predator and fucking land and on the sea. All right,
moose frequently swim. So when they swim near Alaska, the orca will see them like, oh fucking lunch.
That's easy lunch though too. That's the easiest catch for them
because they're slow.
They get a fat meal and like that thing's. I mean, it's just gonna get chomped. Like there's nothing.
Like it can't run away.
Yeah, it can't run. It can't kick. It's just fucking.
I wonder if I can find a video.
So we could do bear. We could do whitetail, which is limited. We could do.
Is there grizzlies in Colorado?
Maybe.
Because those guys are scary, apparently.
So like, yeah. Grizzly will like. So like, there's two types of bears generally.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, there's more types, but like black bears are smaller, and those are the ones you're supposed to make yourself real big, and they'll usually run away. Sometimes they'll fuck you up, but they'll usually run away. They're less aggressive.
Kids or something.
Yeah, grizzlies. He or she will just rock your world. You get in a ball and you get as small as you can, and you pray to God that you're not about to be shit.
So there was a guy who, I don't remember the story, but either way, a grizzly came up on him and he just fucking pepper sprayed the shit out of him. And at first, the bear did not give an actual fuck. By the way, did you guys know they run faster than horses?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quick.
That's bonkers.
They climb trees and they'll come for you.
So after I heard that, I had to look up a couple videos. And yeah, so basically it was crazy. This mama bear was with her cubs, and I believe it was a black bear that she smelt. And she smelt it from like she was at the top of this mountain, dude, and this guy was at the bottom. She smelt him, and you literally just see her like get a whiff of him, and she just she just fucking moves towards him like, and she gets down the hill that mountain in like 15 seconds. She's all the way down the fucking mountainside already and on this bear. This bear jumps up into the tree, dude, and she chases after it, but I think she just left it alone after he got to a certain height and was like, all right, he's not going to do anything. And she went back up to her cubs or whatever, but 15 seconds to get down a mountainside, you know, probably less than that. I don't even know. I wasn't even counting. That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You have no chance as a human being. You better hope you're quick on the draw. Like, fuck that, dude. Oh my goodness.
Oh, here's a dude who survived. Was the second time getting attacked by a grizzly?
Second? Oh,
Because he
poor
was
guy. What is he doing
Yeah, he
wrong
was
though?
out.
Like,
he was out doing something, and then it fucked him up, and then it let him go, and he started walking away. And like I think 15 minutes later, she found him again. And just
oh
started going
my
at him again.
God.
I just posted in general chat.
Oh, that sounds brutal. What? She tags him twice, huh? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to watch this. But, oh God, I can't. It's age restriction, blah blah blah. I'm not going to fuck around with this on there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this. Discord's stupid. Oh, here we go.
It's ours. Just go to
that's way
go
too
to minute 3, second 22, and that's really the first 3 minutes are him just talking about the encounter. Minute 3, second 22 is where you see him get.
Good. I don't know what's
He's
under my
showing his
hat.
injuries.
My ear,
Mm.
my arm.
He's sliced up.
Mhm.
Oh
pieces of
man.
stuff hanging out.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know what's going on in there.
yeah.
And then my shoulder.
That's not as bad as I
My
thought it
arm's
would be.
broke, but
So that's
legs are good.
He's got
Internal
skin
organs are
hanging off
good.
his arm. He's
Eyes
lacerated
are
pretty
good.
bad.
I just
He must have
walked
just
out 3
curled
miles,
up.
and I go to the hospital.
Or made it to the Madison
Oh
Valley
my
Medical
God.
Center in Ennis.
Yeah, that's all very superficial. He's super lucky.
Yeah.
Super lucky.
To get hit by a bear twice, and that'd be all right.
But really, I mean, like looking like that, that's not as bad as I. First time
No,
I saw
I-
it,
Go
knowing
ahead.
nothing about medicine, I thought that looked horrible. Knowing stuff about medicine, I'm like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like I thought it was gonna be some what was it, The Revenant or whatever? Who's in that?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. What do you call it? Yeah, I thought it'd be like that. Like he you know how he's just tore to shit. His whole chest is just sliced open, and that's what I picture whenever I think of a grizzly bear attack. Or I mean, shoots, even people missing limbs probably. Those fuckers probably could rip your arms completely off. Who who cares? So yeah, that's some crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff. Those animals they're wacky. So one time me and who was it? It was either Nava or Silhan, but we were coming down the mountain in Colorado, dude. And this mountain lion literally just like walked out in front of my Jeep. Did not even give a shit that we were there. It knew we were a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, yeah, you're not gonna do shit. It just strolled on by, dude. Just like gave us a look real quick. Like it had its eyes a little squinted because we had the lights on its face, and it just walked across the road and went down to do whatever the fuck it was gonna do. But this thing was big, dude. I didn't think they were that big. They're massive, too. Like these animals are a lot bigger when you see them in person, dude. It's crazy. I've never seen a grizzly in person. I don't think I ever want. I mean, I do want to, I guess, but I don't want to.
I've seen them in a zoo. Like they like sweet tarts. I know that.
Yeah, I don't even think I've seen them in a zoo, sadly.
There's a zoo by Frankenmuth that's really shitty now, but it used to be really cool. And like they had a grizzly exhibit, and it had a little tube, and you could like get these giant sweet tarts, and it rolled down. And you could feed the grizzlies, and they just sit their fat ass in front of the tube and eat sweet tarts all day.
The life of a bear, dude. So that's why like everyone's like, hey, don't keep animals in captivity, blah blah blah. But I'll bet you some would like the prey animals. I bet you would prefer to be in captivity than not be in captivity. Like the trade-off is, they don't get to run out in this open world, but they also don't have to worry about being hunted every single day of their life. You know what I'm
You know,
saying? Like,
it's
or if they're gonna get
it's
water or food or.
the best zoo I've ever been to is the one in Colorado Springs, Cheyenne Mountain. Because they got really good enclosures for the animals, like just clean and open. You can pet every animal in the zoo, including lions and giraffes, for an extra fee. Um, and all the money goes towards preserving their habitat. And usually the animals in there cannot go back to the wild for one reason or the other. They're sick or something. So I mean, to me, that's what a zoo
Why
should
can't we
be.
have just? I wish we just had wildlife like preserves or whatever. You know, like instead of putting them in actual cages, just let them have a piece of land. You know, that they all stay in or
Some of them
something.
do.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean. That's what I
like
would prefer. I prefer zoos just go away and then we just have like little areas for. But then what are you gonna do? You can't just have like a space for fucking tigers in the middle of like
yeah, yeah,
Phoenix or something. You know, like that doesn't make sense.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
guess
like
that's why you
elephants and
can't do it.
giraffes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd
like
fuck the ecosystem up pretty bad if you did that, I guess.
Colorado has a great wolf experience. I took my wife to it, and
Yeah, I remember those pictures. Yeah.
all the wolves there cannot go back to the wild, so they just keep them in a. It's not even a cage. It's an enclosure, like what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
a refuge, and so for a certain fee, which is super cheap, I think for both me and my wife is $110 total. You get to actually meet the wolf there. We walked it, we played with it, and it was all the money goes towards helping basically feed the wolves and their habitat. So stuff like that, I think I really love. I really love stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we're
So
gonna
that is really
keep
cool.
animals,
So and what I like about how me and Zach were talking about this hunting trip or whatever, which I mean you're welcome to come if you want to, but I don't know, are you into hunting or anything like that? Or
I've always wanted to go hunting. My mom wasn't big on guns, and so I didn't have any male role models in my life, so no one would ever take me hunting. But I'd go hunting.
yeah, you should definitely come then. If you well, it depends on how deep you're going to be into
Yeah,
everything, because you probably won't even have time for that. So
no, 70 hours of studying a
yeah.
week.
Well, if something happens to where you actually get some time off for some reason near the end of the year, I guess we'll try to work with your schedule if we can. Because I really don't care when, you know, towards the end of the year, just at some point.
Well, my kid will be due in December, so I'll be dealing with all that shit.
You have a child?
I told you guys that twice.
You're a lying sack of shit.
I'm not.
No, dude, you never told me. When did you say you're having a kid?
I said I told you, yeah, you guys can call me Poppy now. I'm having a kid.
Oh my
You guys
God, that
yeah.
I was zoned out or something, dude, or too
Yeah, you
high
were.
or something, because
Yeah, probably. I've said
I
this
didn't even
twice.
give you
Yes.
I didn't give a reaction. What do you mean? You were just what did you, we're not just jackasses. We're not just like, oh yeah, cool, dude, fuck you. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, what the fuck, dude? Congrats though, that's gonna be awesome, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, December 14th, so it's gonna maybe share our birthday.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. We'll have what do you call it? 3
We're gonna name him
birthdays like that.
Jacob.
You're lying. That's funny, but I'm sure what do you guys have for like? Do you guys no how
Kelly, if it's a girl, Ryan, if it's a boy, I think is what we're going with right now.
Okay, that's not too bad. Those are decent names. What now? When do you guys find out the gender and all that?
Specs.
Yeah.
That's usually week 12 to 14. So June-ish, late June.
Ooh, that's exciting. Are you guys gonna find out, or do you guys want to keep it a secret?
We'll find out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, awesome.
So basically, Susan will be coming back August. The baby will be due in December. It's just cheaper to have it here, like, cause my like co-pay and out-of-pocket expense caps out at $700. So after $700, that baby's free.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. That's
it's
awesome.
on my insurance, and then she'll go back to Korea with the baby at his 100-day ceremony, because that's a big thing for them, and I'll just stay here for PA school.
Dude, that's awesome. Honestly,
Yeah.
that'll be really cool, man. I'm assuming you're
That's one
excited
word
for all
for it.
that. So.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to be a father.
How about I say? So what I've heard, yeah, is like that's the biggest life-changing thing for most people is having kids. So.
Well, that was part of the deal. Like once I got accepted into PA school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said, listen, because to get into PA school, they only take the top 1 to 10%, depending on how difficult the school is. So I said, once I'm in, we can have the baby. You're mostly going to be taking care of it because Daddy's going to be at school from like 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Yeah, but you bring in a good moolah, so you'll be.
Yeah,
You guys will all be good.
Oh yeah. No, we live well within our
Yeah.
means. We live
Yeah.
well within our means.
Hell yeah, dude. That is, yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So, do you like? I mean, obviously you probably don't care whether it's gonna be boy or girl, but do you have a preference? Like,
Daughter.
you want a daughter? Okay. I
Yeah.
see me. I don't know if I'd. I mean, I'd love to have a daughter, but then I feel like it's double-edged sword because then like I don't ever want her to bring home a boyfriend or anything like or have someone cheat on her or any of that because I want to kill somebody. I want to kill
Well, that's
children
when
probably because they're gonna be high school fucking jackasses. So
you just leave a note to Zachariah, and then like you go out with your family, have a nice dinner, so you have an alibi, and then someone disappears.
yep, yeah, you're right. I have the right friends. Oh yeah, we'll
Yeah,
be good. We'll be
yeah.
good. Yeah, we're good.
Fine.
And
I
hopefully, maybe
never
I'll
had
just
a
have an ugly
father.
daughter and I won't have to worry about it. You know. Maybe.
There you go. There's a high chance of that.
Yeah,
Long
there
as she
we
gets
go.
your
Right, that's the
genius.
cheat code right there, dude. Just fucking. Yep, exactly. Be like, Brittany, this is gonna have to be mostly me here because if we have a daughter and it's you,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. It's like
yeah.
because
Oh God.
people people sleep with anything nowadays. They don't give a shit and like they'll just the
I don't.
or well yeah like sex culture has just gotten like I guess worse since I guess what our age maybe. What do you think? Or no,
All right. So
our generation, I should say. Sorry.
cut this little piece
My
out. But
generation.
I always preferred the ugly girls in high school.
I mean,
They try so much harder.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, cut this out. No, you better fucking own up to it because that is 100% true. Because
So like
that's
like
always true. The better looking women, yeah,
they know they're hot. They know they're hot.
exactly they know it. So you have to fucking try hard as shit. But if it's the
So
other way around, it's the same thing. Whether you're the good looking person and she's not, or she's the good looking
If
person.
it's the other way
someone-
around, then
yes.
the guy's crazy.
Yeah, so okay, well, either way, depending on the
Bigger-
situation, someone's working. But go ahead.
overweight chicks I really couldn't go for, but if you were ugly but you had a good bod, it's like beauty's only a light switch away, baby. It's okay.
Yeah, I guess that's very true. Oh my god, dude. People are gonna listen to this and be like, wow, these guys are fucking cocksuckers. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, like every person, like women don't judge men.
No, dude, I know they do, and they do it a hell of a lot worse because they pay
Like-
attention to a lot more. Like, sure, we might like see what the really outside shit, like the weight or how good looking or ugly you are. But these fucking bitches be looking all the way down to your pores. Like, oh, he's got bad pores. Like, what the fuck?
True.
What does
Like-
this mean? Oh my.
Like, I'm not gonna
goodness.
say this directly to people to make them feel bad. I'm not trying to rag on anybody, but we all do it. We all secretly judge people and we go, all right, I know in my head, I know you got a butt face, but when I turn this lights off, you don't get laid very much. So you're gonna try for daddy right now. You're gonna go.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I mean,
You're gonna steal my soul.
I mean, that's not true or not
It's true.
true. Let's go with that.
Eh. No
Because-
one's ever looked at someone else and be like, oh, I wouldn't sleep with them. They're pretty. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, what? And isn't there like a study where like men are naturally attracted to, but like that like hourglass shape, I guess, or whatever, because
Yeah.
over time we've learned that like big hips and mean like they can bear children well or whatever. I don't fucking remember what it was.
I'm
like,
not sure if that's a psychological thing or if that's more physiological to where women who had bigger hips had a greater chance of surviving childbirth.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is just what I've overheard or something, or saw
Sure.
somewhere. Or
Well,
something
that
like
could
this,
make
so.
sense.
Yeah, I have no idea. But that's.
My-
I mean, that sounds like something that would happen to us dumbass fucking men.
Sure.
We're just like, yeah, big ass hips.
Well, that's
I mean,
exactly what
it is pretty
evolution.
delicious.
No.
Well, it's
but,
kind of like my psychology professor was talking. It's like men generally, when you're looking at men, they always go for a younger partner, younger's relative, and that's just because over time, most likely, is that if people who were attracted to younger people, if men were attracted to younger people, they had a higher chance of reproducing. Like myself, I like older women. My wife is a few years older than me.
Wait,
But
what?
yeah, she's 3 years older than me. I like MILFs. I like cougars. I like older women,
No, no,
right?
no. I'm surprised she's because she don't look that old. So I was just like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah. She's
But
born
go ahead.
1988. But
Oh,
so
okay.
let's say we're back in the fucking medieval era or Stone Age era. She's like getting close to death. So the chances of me reproducing if I like older women, if I'm attracted to older women, are statistically smaller, as opposed if I'm attracted to a woman who's 5 years younger than me. Where on the opposite end, women tend to go for men who look like good providers.
Yep, and that's 100% true too, because that study was also done.
Yeah,
So like,
because if I'm gonna have a baby, I'm out for 9 months. I
Yep.
better make sure that
a
the man is gonna stick
provider
around and give me
protect all
food.
that good shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, like now whenever if there's like somebody that I meet now and I'm like attracted to them in some way, I try to mention like nothing about my work life. Because sometimes that providerism goes to, oh, I could utilize this for my benefit.
Sure.
I mean, that's just
Now,
selfish people in general.
Yeah,
when a woman
which-
cheats, statistically, she will go for a man who meets her society's expectations of masculine. So the first guy who has the baby, generally, he doesn't have to meet the societal expectations of masculine. So that's one way, like an example of like seeing a sugar baby couple. That can be kind of seen as an example of proving that statistic, right? He is a good provider. He has a lot of money. He can provide her for her needs. But if she cheats, she's going to go with, in our society, be a tall, buff, very chiseled guy.
Yep, that's someone. Yep, someone who can provide and protect, pretty much. Like,
Well, not even him. He doesn't need to have any resources. He just needs to be attractive.
yeah,
His
and
attractiveness is good genes.
chicks also dig dad bods for some reason.
yeah, that was also done too, and I'm assuming that's that. I don't know. I feel like
I
that's
don't
not
know.
a daddy issue thing, because that's a little weird. But I feel like
No.
I mean, you'd be surprised how many chicks have daddy issues.
well, that's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
all
I know,
have
like,
issues.
but I feel like the new, like, the trend for our generation was for women to have daddy issues. Apparently,
Yeah.
even women
Yeah,
without
that
daddy
was
issues were still like, I have daddy
seen
issues.
as
Shut
having.
the fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
No.
like,
that's funny. The self-diagnosed mental health issues,
oh,
the dyed hair.
Dude, there was just so much of that in Colorado. I didn't understand that. Like,
That was the thing when I was in high school too.
yeah,
Everyone was
Yeah,
bipolar.
it's pretty
Yeah.
gross. Like
everyone was like, they just diagnosed themselves with depression and like psychological like illnesses and shit. I'm like, no,
Post on
you're
it on
just
Facebook
sad
on a
or
daily
something, you know,
basis.
like, I don't know, like, gee, oh god, what I see on Facebook every day, dude, it's just, oh, I
I'm
didn't make
sad.
the post yet,
I'm
but
gonna kill myself.
so I have the screenshots right now. I just haven't made the post yet, but I made a post about how I'm gonna call out the people who were talking about the kids in cages. Just
Oh
kind of
yeah.
get those fuckers to own up to
Oh,
their
I saw
shit.
that.
Yeah.
And I have
I remember the original post.
I have 2 of the females right now that were, because it was mostly females. I didn't see any dudes doing it on my friends list, but yeah. So there's 2 of them. I have obviously their comment or their posts saved from when they lit, like the time frame and everything. So I'm just gonna find one more, because I know there's one more I could find, and I'm just gonna post them and be like, where you guys at? And I know I'm gonna get 3 blocks. Like, it's not like we're gonna get anything out of it probably, but.
Well, for saying this on the post, you remember when, for me bringing up this topic, I'm probably going to get ganked tonight by the CIA, but you guys remember like when they were talking about how kids in cages are all like disappearing and all that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, it was probably Jeffrey Epstein. I actually don't think it was Jeffrey Epstein. I think it was the CIA. Because I know 100%. I know for a 100% fact, because I've met people in the military and I've seen CIA reports where we trade children to people in Afghanistan and Iraq for intel on high value targets. I know for a fact our country does that.
So that's
bullshit.
believable just because of what I know about how much
So-
money we give to them just to not shoot at us for a day.
So we're just trading
Well,
a
like,
bunch of little Mexican kids for fucking
Yeah.
info. I could see it.
well, yeah, because you just take
We're
the kid
terrible
out there because
people, so.
well, they bang kids and all that, but so you can torture the warlord for this section of Afghanistan, right? You can torture him, but then you're only going to get so much information, or you can build a relationship with him. And what does he want? He wants another child bride. That's not racism. That's not, that is part of their culture. I
Yep.
know and I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I disagree with it. I'm gonna put that out there. But um,
I'd hope so.
and if I was the CIA, and I knew that that's what my target wanted, and we had a bunch of, I have a choice between doing American children and a bunch of immigrant children that I have stuck in cages who no one's monitoring and who very few people actually care about. Which one do you think you'd pick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
our country's pretty.
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
It
So
is.
the CIA just joined the chat.
Come knock on my door, bitch. I've been waiting for the day.
I just
Oh,
want
I'm
y'all to know I am
sure.
not suicidal. I did not kill myself.
Yeah, no,
So-
under zero circumstances would I have offed myself or ran off.
Yeah. So what's
Um,
so you can so how can you just basically say that, like there's plenty of podcasts and everything where people talk about the drugs they've done, when they've done them, and all
Mhm.
this and blah blah blah, and they can't get in trouble for that, and that's just because of what they can just basically say, I was just making up a story for
Well-
the podcast, like that's the way around it or
well,
whatever,
on top of that, drug addiction. This is when people are like, oh, drugs aren't an addiction. Drug addiction is not a mental disorder. When it was classified as a mental disorder, right? People with mental disorders have certain rights and privileges. And so at my current job, or I guess I'm not job, my future job, if I were to be denied employment for my past drug addictions, they would be denying me based on mental health, not on personal choice. So this means,
Interesting.
yeah, you see, so that means my past can't affect my future so long as I remain sober.
Okay, what I'm saying though is like,
Mhm.
if I was on here and I was like, hey, I did heroin
Mhm.
illegally at this time.
Yeah.
Can a police
They don't
officer
care.
listen to that shit and be like, you're going to jail?
God,
No.
I mean, maybe.
I don't think
Maybe.
so, right? Because you could
Good
just be
luck,
like, I
Clyde.
lied, I just
Yeah.
made up a story to get my
Yeah, you-
podcast going.
you can't prove
fuck
it.
you. Yeah.
First
Prove
off,
it.
even
yeah, exactly.
let's say we even do an admission of guilt, right? Let's say he even wants to pursue it. That judge is gonna throw that out so quick just because, like, what does the justice system get out of you?
I mean,
Money.
slave work. I don't
Barely,
know,
and
like, they're
no,
gonna-
no, using drugs is a misdemeanor, not a felony.
So didn't they? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they get a lot out of prisoners. Didn't we just talk about?
Oh, you're saying you're gonna go to prison? No, you're gonna get a misdemeanor and you're gonna go do either community service, maybe. But you also have to remember, like, during our prisons can be so crowded that judges will just throw certain cases out or release non-violent offenders from prison.
But
as
what
time
I'm
served
saying
because
is
of
though,
okay.
if you did have to go there or whatever, no, I guess you wouldn't have to go to prison. They're not gonna, they're not gonna get shit out of you. But if you did have to go to prison, then no, there's no way that you just can't, because you would, like I said, you'd just be able to say, hey, I just lied.
You lied about it, or
Yeah, like
you
I was I don't know, delusional. I don't know. You could say
you
all
don't want to
kinds of-
waste it. The cop doesn't want to waste his time.
I was under the
FBI doesn't-
influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, something stupid like that. Like if they're really wasting their time with people saying shit like that, they're dumb. So I doubt that's
I have had firsthand experience with the DEA, and I will tell you, not even from the Army, from before the DEA, and I can tell you they are not interested in even low-level drug dealers. They only want to work their way up the chain.
they are in the ghettos. Those motherfuckers putting people in jail for like having an ounce of weed.
True.
So
Well, that was like in the 90s and early 2000s.
yeah, we did a
you
lot,
know,
and then the
like-
3-strike rule, which is just stupid. But
Yeah. That
I
Who
shit.
can tell you
cares?
from what I've seen with the DEA, I've seen them not go after low-level drug dealers just so they can work their way up the chain to get to cartels.
Why? That's what I'm wondering. Why haven't we dealt with cartels? Like those? are
Because
the
we make
biggest
money off of them
issue.
too.
Yeah, we profit off them
That's
so
what
much.
I've
We give
heard.
them money.
God damn
We get
it.
cocaine through them. Yeah, we
Yeah.
and
That's
heroin
what
in
I've
Afghanistan.
heard. I
That's
mean,
also
so
true.
basically, the cartels, from what I've heard, is they run like Mexico, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
government. doesn't
It's
actually
starting to
run it,
change a
it's-
little bit, but
yeah.
it's not changing fast.
Because what they do is we can supply them materials, whether it be farming equipment
They
or
do some awful shit though, dude. Like, there's like a certain.
we do worse. We do worse.
There's no way around it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there's like what 20% of their country like unaccounted for, some of their people or whatever, because of how many people
Sure.
are just like dead and like.
Oh, yeah,
cartels
yeah.
Like, that's We don't have that problem. That's a big issue. If 20% of your
Well-
people are just up and disappearing.
Yeah, we have that issue, but not
Not for anyone
not
to
for the
care
same
about.
reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. People go missing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Sex
We
we have-
also just don't talk about that or anything either. Like
In
I've
Michigan,
never
people just
seen
get
a
sex
statistic.
trafficked all the time. Like
Oh, that's
people,
everywhere, dude. That is
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Oh my god.
You're
Yep, it's-
desensitized to it, but think about that. There are people just lurking around right now near you who would steal your woman and sell her for sex. And they are near you right now, probably within a 2-mile radius.
Yeah, I actually check the sex offender registry around my house on every couple of months.
Yeah.
Because we have teenagers in the house too, so yeah, I'm not. Let me catch one of these motherfuckers driving by or some shit. Or, I know where you live, bitch. I have your address.
Oh man. God.
Yeah,
I
I
would
don't
get-
fuck with that.
I would get
No,
caught
yeah.
so quick as a serial killer because they would be my primary targets.
Yeah, can we just
Yeah.
make villages for them and they can all just go sex offend themselves?
Florida does.
Fucking-
Florida
okay,
does.
yeah,
Florida
see,
has a
that's-
city just of sex offenders.
Yeah, that's what I would do. That's where I'd put, and then everyone would just avoid that city like the fucking plague. Like that'd be the
Yeah.
best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone who works there, everyone who lives there is a sex offender.
Yep. You like then you can all look each other in the eye and know you're all pieces of shit. Like you know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
can share your kitty porn with each other. Just a
Yeah.
piece of shit. When I drop a nuke, I know where to drop it.
Just one day the whole
Oh,
fucking,
why-
that whole city is vaporized. Just shadows on walls.
You're just gonna see me on the news. I have no regrets. I'm gonna be
Uh,
welcomed into prison as a hero.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much, except like dropping a nuke on that city would, highly affect the other areas. But yes.
I did it for
Ah,
justifiable
I don't
cause.
even want to know how big of a radius we have with our explosives nowadays. Like,
Well, I told you about the Tsar Bomba.
I know, but I'm thinking like, what are we talking? Like multiple cities, half a fucking state? Like, what are we talking? Like,
Let
I need
me
to know
get you the
explosion
radius.
radius here. Like, the bomba.
Or some
La 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 la
bomba.
bomba.
Okay, so
Go ahead. Go ahead. 70
okay,
million miles.
hold on.
I mean, I know we have, oh, we just dropped atom bombs, right? That's all we've dropped? Not like,
No, we've detonated hydrogen bombs as well.
where?
In like the middle of the desert or the Arctic.
Oh, you practice runs, you mean? Or whatever,
Yeah.
practice, okay.
So this article is really long. Let's see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, there was a couple of them. Wow.
oh yeah, because they have dropped that bomb, right? They've,
Oh yeah. They did.
so-
Okay, so here we are. Tu-95 aircraft. They even have the aircraft number. Wow. They like really got the info on that now. Blah 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 bullshit. Calculations predicted the fireball would hit the ground. The bomb's own shockwave bounced back and prevented this. The 8-kilometer wide or 5-mile fireball reached nearly as high as the altitude of the release plane and was visible at almost 1,000 kilometers or 620 miles away while it ascended. The mushroom cloud was 67 kilometers, 42 miles high, over 7 times the height of Mount Everest, which meant that the cloud was above the stratosphere and well inside the mesosphere when it peaked. The cap of the mushroom cloud peak width of 59 miles and the base was 25 miles wide. Test results, upper tier 95 kilometers, lower tier 70 kilometers, and 800 kilometers wide. Glass shattered windows 780 miles or kilometers away. Sound wave reached 800 kilometers. The average speed of the wave was 303 meters per second.
Yeah, I'm still baffled at the fact that we just have some of these undetonated fucking nukes sitting in places around the U.S.
Oh,
Oh.
wow! It
We're-
gets,
we're-
it
no,
gets more
wait.
interesting.
Undetonated. No, they're lost, my dude.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't. They'll never.
we don't
find
know
them.
where they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't mean
that's true.
they aren't using them. That's the scary part. I
how-
mean, we have
where-
plenty of unused nukes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where were these going? You know what I'm saying? Like, where were these sending these nukes that they
Wherever
just
Papa
got
wanted them to
lost?
go,
Yeah,
because
very
Papa
true.
runs the world.
So one was lost in the Pacific in 1950. A B-36 lost engines and lost altitude. It jettisoned its cargo, which was a 30 kiloton Mark IV nuclear bomb. Its uranium components were lost, never recovered. The conventional explosives detonated on impact, producing a flash and a shock wave, but no nuclear detonation. According to the Air Force, plutonium core was not present. 2 nuclear cores were lost from a B-47 off the coast, doing an air refuel over the Mediterranean Sea in 1956. Those had a yield of 3.4 megatons. North Carolina Swamp, a B-52 crashed and dropped 2 24 megaton nuclear bombs while taking off in Greensboro, North Carolina.
One more reason for me not to
So-
move to the south.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's response staying in the ocean, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
God, it gets way worse.
Is it in Colorado?
No, 1956, an A4E Skyhawk carried a 1 megaton thermonuclear hydrogen bomb,
Mhm.
and it
A
fell
helicopter is
off.
what you're telling me. A helicopter was carrying this.
Yeah, it fell into the Pacific Ocean, only 80 miles off the coast of Japan.
Well,
Well, they're actually. Oh,
It's
why
like,
are we laughing?
are you ready for round
They're-
3?
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna-
Round 3 for what?
Yeah, we made a mistake, and it wasn't intentional to
Oh,
have 3 suns on you.
Bro.
Oh, no. Remember,
all anime
we're,
is just gonna disappear for a while. It's gonna be.
Ah.
It's gonna be. a
Remember,
sad day.
Yeah, it caused a huge international incident in Japan, and they are banned from bringing nuclear weapons into their territory now.
I mean,
wait. So
I
we
wouldn't
dropped
want
2 nukes on them, and they didn't ban us bringing nuclear weapons into
Yeah,
their
but we
If the
lose
third we
one.
Lost. Then
Yeah. We lose it 20 years later. Like, you've been responsible enough, or you should have been
I mean,
responsible enough.
Yeah, some of that ocean life just one day you're gonna be like, what's that? Fucking.
So
One of the dolphin farmers is actually going to accidentally hit it, and
yeah, for real.
Oh, those poor fish, dude.
Yeah, fucking. So the last
And I know in
2 were.
Japan. Go ahead.
Yeah, they were all pissed. Like, there was a
Oh, I'm
huge political
sure.
uproar in Japan.
I'm sure.
I too would be like, oh,
I would be too.
It's like I can't just move. Fuck. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. So in 1968, in Norfolk, Virginia,
Oh,
the
I know
US
Norfolk.
the USS Scorpion, which was a nuclear attack submarine, mysteriously sank 400 miles to the southwest of the Azores shore, lost 99 crew members, and was carrying 2 unspecified nuclear weapons,
Oh my god.
or they called it anti-submarine missiles that were tipped with nuclear warheads that could yield 250 kilotons of explosives, depending on the type.
I'm
And
sorry,
then
I was just a helicopter mechanic in the army, right? So I don't know that much about like vessel structure for ships, but I'm pretty fucking sure you don't need a nuclear tipped goddamn missile to sink a submarine.
Yeah, I don't think so. So
But
those are
I
if
don't
nuclear
know.
war is going to be up there, then we're going to do it down here. Or
yes.
it's for giant monsters that they're not telling us about.
Also possible.
Ooh, that would-
Giant
that would be
squids.
great. Well, those exist.
Nuke
but-
it!
I mean, I'm just
So-
excited, like, just to know that, like, these like, quote unquote aliens, sorry, UFOs,
Uh-huh.
because we can't even
Uh-huh.
say it's aliens, it might just be drones or some shit, are like doing.
Sure.
The fact that they're all coming
have
from
something
like
on
the
that,
ocean
actually.
and shit is like it's still great. I really hope that's the case. Like, I hope the lowest point of the ocean or whatever or something, or has just like a little fucking AI alien fucking base down there where they have been just checking on us all this time. I mean, that's a a dream, but that's probably not the case. So
Speaking of explosions, you guys been tracking this thing that China, the 100-foot long space debris that's hurtling towards Earth and they lost control of?
yep, saw that. Why doesn't China get punished for fucking anything? Like, they do dumb shit, like, I don't know, possibly
Well,
release about.
They're a majority of the world's population, so they got majority vote.
Yeah, fuck. That
1/8 of the
sucks.
population. The most spoken language in the world is Chinese.
I mean, if you have the most population there, that makes sense.
Mhm.
But it's just like, man, like we gotta deal
Did
with
China
this
do
guy
anything
somehow.
wrong?
That's
Everyone who
why
doesn't think so, raise your hand.
I know, yeah, exactly. Like no one could say that without except for China. China would probably raise their hand. Like, haha.
Exactly. It's like 1/8 of the population says no.
Fuck you. What the? Yeah. Yep. And
Fuck
they're
you,
just.
motherfucker.
I mean, they're just buying everything. Like, they're buying everything. They own everything. Like, so I wonder, do you guys think there's do you guys think the world's actually ran by like the political leaders, or do you think it's ran by just the richest people on the planet? The, Illuminati, I guess let's go with, but not really. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I once read a theory that said people love to believe in a higher power, whether it's like so the same part of you that wants to believe in God believes in like organizations like the Illuminati
Uh-huh.
or like these super elites, because essentially they're the same thing, right? They are these huge mythical forces that pull strings and rule your lives that you have no control over. And realistically,
Well, I don't know. It depends on how you think about it, though, because I would say more they
Mhm.
infect the environment, which then the environment infects my life. Infects. Why did I say infects?
I
Affects
don't
my
know the
life.
difference. What
But
do you mean like that? Like,
so
well,
like
if
so like they affect how much, you know. Let's say just about
sure,
everything. Like let's say
sure,
they control
sure,
taxes, the wars,
like a
all of
god,
that stuff. You know what I'm saying? What?
god.
What? I don't think God's really worried about our fucking taxes, to be honest with you.
Whoa,
But
whoa, 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 wait. But they're the same thing. They are
what?
just like someone who is
I mean,
religious. I'm
yes,
not saying
it
they're
is a higher power figure. Yes, I get that.
yes, someone
For sure.
who's like just like God
An
influences their
all-powerful.
lives by praying and da da da. This organization is
But I
affecting your
still would think like
taxes.
even if this was real, like I
Mhm.
wouldn't see them as like a god figure or anything. Like I definitely know those motherfuckers will die eventually. I
No,
definitely
no,
know
yeah,
this,
yeah.
this, and that.
It's just, but even if the individual person did die, with the organization, quote unquote, would live on.
Yeah,
This entity, this thing, they're
yeah.
essentially this in our minds are the same thing, and we want to believe that because the other option, right? It's just fucking terrifying. Is there's just a bunch of people who are as stupid and as scared as you are, who are ruling the world,
Yeah.
who are in
I mean,
complete,
look at Trump.
absolute control.
Look at Trump.
Trump,
Like
George W.
prime
Bush,
example. Oh, roast.
Nixon.
Yeah, Nixon I
So
heard was a little rough. Go ahead.
I was away for a minute. I'm sorry. I wanted to go back to the alien thing real quick. So I
Sure.
was having a discussion with somebody, and that's what kind of the general consensus is about these UFOs is they're actually probes in a research facility deep in the ocean, and we're just being watched. Because the sightings have been more and more frequent as we've progressed with technology.
Yes, they have, but that also could just be because of the increase in technology that we're seeing them more.
Yeah.
So
That's what
like
I'm saying.
decade,
Like,
so.
it could be like, oh, hey, they're advancing. They might be getting close,
I mean,
and we might have to say hi.
our military knows they're out there. I mean, we have plenty
Yeah.
of pilot encounters with them. You know, like people know they're out there, and we just, for some reason, we're just like, oh, we're just fucking, well, nothing we can do about it. Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
know?
we don't even know their intentions yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
why?
let-
And we don't have funding towards that. Like, we should have funding to deal with
yeah,
that. Like,
we need to be going to other planets like yesterday.
I mean, not even other planets. We just need to like we need funding for trying to figure out what these like. Why are we not already ready for these
So-
things? So when they come
Because
out
of the
and do
Dark
their
Ages?
thing, no, but
Let's-
when
well,
they
let's
come
pause.
out, okay.
Let's pause. Think of so let's assume that it's not the Illuminati. We'll branch off of what you were just saying. Let's say there isn't some big organization that's ruling the whole world right now. There is no shadow government, right?
Yeah, I don't think
So
there
you
is,
are
actually.
you are the president of the United States.
Yep.
And I say to you, okay,
Aliens.
sir, there are aliens.
Yep.
We know about them.
Yep.
They are 100 million light years away.
Set a trap.
We are. They have technology that could easily just annihilate our entire planet within an instant.
Okay.
On
well,
top of that,
okay,
sir,
hold
if
on,
we-
hold on. Where are you going? No, you're coming up with some fake ass shit.
Okay,
right
okay,
now.
all right.
You
all
can
right.
say there's
Alright,
UFOs,
well,
but let's
Yeah,
not.
how
go
do we know
Alright.
they have
vaporize
a
our
planet killer?
They have a Death
Yeah.
Star now. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
how
I
do-
don't
how would we know that?
Whoa, Death Star, Death Star.
Planet killers.
You don't.
That's what you just described.
Okay, well. Okay. I guess you guys haven't dug into that place out in Russia that had the
fuck.
nuclear. Anyways, so let's put it this way.
Chernobyl?
No. There's
Chernobyl.
There's a
Or-
certain spot that's
No,
in
no,
Russia
continue,
that they
continue
thought
first.
UFOs are from.
I hate
But
you.
anyways, all right. So there's aliens for sure. They leave the ocean. That we think they have an observatory in there. We have no technology to go that deep yet
Okay.
to prove it. But we have footage of them leaving the ocean and leaving our solar system within minutes. So we know they're super fast.
Yep.
They have greater than light speed travel.
Yep.
We are nowhere near that level of technology.
Well, I don't know if it's greater than light speed.
If you could,
well,
if you were a scientist,
I don't
you could calculate the speed. If you were leaving our galaxy within minutes, they could easily calculate how fast you were going and determine if it was light speed or greater. So, anyways,
Okay. Yeah,
there's traveling
so
super
let's
fast
say that
there.
happens, right? But we've
So-
encountered- oh my god, you're fucking
So here's the thing. What do most major religions say?
bro. I don't fucking know. I don't like religion, so well, I can't even say
Right.
that.
But
like,
but most of your followers identify themselves as religious. What do you think is going to happen to them if you disclose with 100% certainty that there are extraterrestrial life forms?
oh my
What do you think
God.
their response will be?
I mean, okay, actually, yeah, I'm glad you asked this because I've actually asked someone that exact
Mm-hmm.
question, and because I asked, so if we found aliens, would you like basically throw the Bible out? Like, basically, would you still believe in God? Is basically what I asked him. And he gave me like a real not good answer. I don't know. He was like,
Sure.
he said
Sure.
he compared it to something and said basically only because only one part is wrong doesn't mean the rest of it is wrong, is basically how he put it. And I'm like, well, messing up, that's a pretty big mess up considering let's say we did find aliens, right? And then we found out they made us. Like, you might as well fucking throw the book out. Like, I don't understand what this guy was
Yeah.
talking about. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
that doesn't disprove a God. It just means
Yeah.
if God does exist, we don't really matter to him
What I would
as much
but,
as we like to think. But
well, basically
yeah.
though, but what that does prove though is that, so who created the Bible? Everyone who created the Bible basically would become a liar at that point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, fair.
it's there's like, it would have a certain impact, but if they want to just be like, okay, yes, all of this was wrong and the people who followed him in the beginning, but we still want to believe in our Christian God, then it's like, okay, I get that.
So then you as the leader, you know that some of your constituents are going to believe that, or some of them might be against that. Some of them might riot. And then on top of that, we have foreign leaders who, even if we showed them indisputable proof, will think that we are infidels or that we are just liars and may wage war against us. So how would you like to disclose and fund research into extraterrestrial life, Mr.
I
President?
will literally donate money to that.
I mean, they have funding to things that we don't even have any ideas going on.
Money
So-
per no go
yes,
burr.
yes,
Money per
exactly,
no go
like
burr.
so
that.
they could do that. They can do that.
Exactly.
Like, that's easy. That's what they would do basically.
Yeah, 100%. And so that's why
But-
that's my thoughts on that aspect.
Yeah, but I mean, I just want, like, they still should try, like, okay, so we know, like, these pilots have gotten relatively close
Uh-huh.
in some instances. So
Yeah.
like, why don't we just try to, like, fucking, I don't know. I mean, at this point, we should just try shooting at it. I mean, that sounds fucking stupid and super, like,
It's super
American, like
Yeah.
a dumbass. But
They're like, oh, now you want to fuck with us? All right, annihilated.
why is that
you
always
have a-
like the Neander fucking thall thing to do too? Oh, we don't know what it does.
It was found in dark.
Hit it with a rock. Hit it with a fucking like. No, but I
Well-
mean, I was gonna be like, I don't know, try something to interact with it. It doesn't mean shoot it. I'm sorry, we shouldn't shoot the fucking alien probes. That's for sure. But
Let me put it to you this way.
something
If
to
it wants to interact with us, it will. If it's not trying to interact with us, we probably don't want to try and do it first.
yeah, I guess that's true.
Because if it's a science experiment, what do we do
But
with
what
a
if it's
science
just China?
experiment?
What if it's just China? What if they're that far ahead in technology and we just don't know about it because they're that
We
far
would
ahead
all
in
be
technology?
speaking Chinese 100%. We would all be speaking Chinese. And
Uh,
I for
for-
one welcome my
That's okay. So
overlord.
this is that's what I've heard. Like, that's some theories that I've heard. But I'm like, no, because exactly what
No.
you said. We'd all be speaking Chinese, and not only that, but they would not let us have nuclear capabilities if they were that far ahead. That just
Oh,
wouldn't be
yeah.
a thing.
That's
No
a
one
fact.
else would
Yeah.
have nuclear capability.
They
Like,
would be the first to put their flag on Pluto and be like, "Fuck you, America."
this
We're better than you.
this planet slash fucking rock that gets switched every few years fucking is now ours. We're taking the entire solar system.
and there'd
Yeah.
be very little we could do about it.
Nope. Yeah, we just sit there with our thumbs up our asses. So, yeah, I don't think it's communist China at all. I mean,
No,
that's
no.
that's really that's far fetched. I think that's even more far fetched than the aliens. To be
I
completely
think that's
honest
more
with
based
you.
in racism, probably. Is they're just
Yeah.
China's
I-
his superpower that's coming for us all.
Which I believe that to an extent. I'm not racist, but I definitely believe that to an extent, due to them literally saying they're going to do that, and
Yeah.
and them pretty much going down that path already. So
Like if they had light speed technology, boy, it's not. They are coming for us. It's like they're already here. Like
yeah,
we
they
might
would
as well
just be
just
here.
let them come.
They would have. They would
conquered
have.
the
Yeah, they
fucking
would have already.
universe.
Yeah, they were already here, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I'd
fuck, dude.
fight. Well, you're a fucking dumbass because this one's guerrilla warfare, baby. You gotta learn Chinese and then work your way in and
Guerrilla
do
warfare.
it.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'd have to
you
do
ain't
it
doing
that
less
way,
than
not
Mohicans.
like jump out of the fucking woods and start firing. Like that still wouldn't work. Yeah, you have to do the infiltrating shit. Like that's the only way you're taking down something that big. Oh
Exactly.
man.
But yeah, so that's just why I don't think if the government knows about aliens, I don't think they're hiding it for a bad reason. Because I agree, people are stupid in big groups. People react irrationally, while you and I may be completely okay if the government said, "Hey, we're gonna fund NASA more. We know aliens exist. We want to try and do more contact with them." We'd be okay with that. There are
So,
groups in America and there are groups internationally who would not be okay with that statement.
And they can go
You
fuck
want to know
themselves.
what I'm not okay with? Is that when these
Sure.
aliens do eventually show up,
Mhm.
we're gonna have people like President fucking Z and President fucking Biden are gonna be the ones who talk to them. Like, oh my god, what are we doing with our lives, dude? Like that.
When we needed Joe Jorgensen the most.
We're gonna see them go up, and then 3 seconds later, we're just gonna see them powering up their fucking laser beam to blow our planet to shit. Like, that's pretty much
the
how
Tim-
that's gonna go.
Have you guys seen the Tim Burton movie from the 90s, Mars Attacks?
Yes.
I
have
love-
not, but
I'm gonna post a clip.
I'm not watching it on here because it's fucking weird and loud and.
Oh, not knowing what Mars Attacks
Oh.
though is devastating.
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
and a
man.
fact. Oh my
It's-
god, that's such a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The country music that makes their heads explode.
Yeah. But they're just destroying civilization.
Or the Chihuahuas.
Oh,
with the
great
human
movie.
heads.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, I've seen that. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, bro. The big brained alien people.
Yeah, with like skulls though, as like they don't like their face almost look like skulls or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's Mars Attacks.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, such 90s CGI.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty bad.
It was
I
the
didn't know that
90s.
that was a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, that's one of Tim Burton's earlier films.
really?
man.
I didn't know that either.
Poor guy.
Well, yeah, it was the 90s. It was great for the 90s.
Yeah. So I found out that apparently the Mormon religion was made up by a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Did not
That's
know
interesting.
that. Yeah, a
Yeah, dude.
14-year-old.
If I'm correct, that's the dude who looked. Are they Church of Latter-day Saints? Same as Mormon, right?
I have no idea, dude. To be honest,
John-
with you. I just know it's a
Homeboy,
wackadoodle
I'm gonna Google
religion.
it. And then that's the reason Salt Lake City exists. Because originally, the Brigham Young University, which is out in Utah, Brigham Young was one of the prophets. I'm using air quotes here. After John Smith.
Bro.
Because this is literally a
14-year-old
dude.
made this religion. Like
Yeah, Church of
Any-
Latter-day Saints.
oh my god, can you imagine just any 14-year-old writing
1820.
something and an adult picking that up, being like,
I mean, they made a movie about a
praise
kid
this now.
seeing God.
No, he found plates in the ground, golden plates in the ground. I'm actually reading at this point. Smith claimed that an angel had directed him to golden plates buried in Hill Cumorah. On April 6, 1830, Smith founded the Church of Christ. 1832, Smith added an account of vision he had sometime early in the 1820s while living in upstate New York. Yeah, so this is just a kid who said he found golden plates. God talked to him, and people were like, well, that makes sense.
yeah, I that's what I'm trying to figure the fuck out. Like, I don't understand how that even makes sense in people's minds.
Cults.
Like, yeah, people like
There was actually a
going
cult.
back to the tribalism shit. Like, and don't
We
get me
want
wrong,
to
though,
believe in a higher
Mormons are
power.
Mormons are really nice, though. Honestly, they're usually really nice.
So there was actually a
mean-
cult out here in Colorado that was just 7 people were just arrested because they mummified a woman's corpse and used her as an altar.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was
Was
just
she-
near Cannon City.
Was she murdered? Is that illegal?
Well, the assumption is they murdered her. Yeah.
I was about to say, what if there's a written statement with her
Yeah.
signature on it saying, "I want to be an altar."
Ooh. That,
You know,
after
ethically,
death.
that's kind of wrong, but religious freedom and if permit, I don't know.
I
That's,
think religious freedom takes over the ethics like it usually does.
oh, hold on. Hold on.
That's so. Yeah, have you guys ever heard of? It's called Grim Love. It was a fantastic movie. There's
mean-
literally German gay
Wait,
cannibals.
hold on. Before
Okay,
we get
okay.
into this, since we're talking about funerals and shit, can we still do a Viking funeral? Because me and Brittany want to do that, but I'm like, I don't think we can just send someone into the ocean and shoot a fucking arrow and let their body burn into the water.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
you
a
can do
thing
the
anymore.
boat thing. If you want to do a funeral pyre, maybe.
Nope,
I think you would
no,
probably.
I'm not doing any half-assed bullshit. I will be in a fucking.
I don't think they
boat.
always did boats. I'm not an expert on Norse mythology, but I know they did funeral. I think they did funeral pyres and they did boats. And I don't know why the difference was. Maybe one was for a leader dying in battle, and maybe one was just natural
Either
death.
way, I don't even care about the religion behind it. To
Now-
be completely honest, I just like that way.
That
right
idea.
there, like that way of going, like your body
Sure.
transfer of energy just seems fucking awesome. Like that seems like
Being
a really cool way to
cremated?
go. Well, yes, but then also your cremation's going into the ocean as you're burning with the wood and the flowers and the other things with your loved ones and shit.
Fun fact, though, you wouldn't be completely cremated. Only a good portion of your body would be burned.
I was about to say, wouldn't
Yeah. No.
wouldn't
The
you just be,
cremation takes like 12
bones?
hours.
Oh, does it? Okay.
You wouldn't even be bones. You would there would still be muscle tissue left because you have like so much water still left in you.
See that? Yeah, I'm even cool with that. Then that way I
So
can be
Brittany would
transferred
have
to
to take-
fish and transferred to like just
Oh, okay,
ocean
so you wanna be
life.
synced.
And,
I don't
yeah.
think ocean you could do. I mean, if we take
No,
you
it'd
far
have to
enough
be an
out
ocean.
and go into, if we take you far enough out and go into international waters, they can't do anything.
Yeah, but the fucking if we do that though, the damn swells
What?
are just ridiculous. We don't want to go out that far. We don't want to do that. We don't want to go out to international waters.
But yeah, I mean, you get on a lake. Oh, but anyways.
I don't know. No lakes. You guys are taking me to Norway, and you're fucking shipping. My
Oh, well,
ass
I
out
don't know
the same
international
day.
law now,
Alright.
bro. I don't know what they're doing over there. We could go to the
Well,
Arctic at this point.
So this is interesting
Yo, wait,
about
that's true. Go ahead.
about the people out here. So the cult was called Love Has Won.
Uh-huh.
And this woman was mummified in a sleeping bag and wrapped in cloth adorned with Christmas lights. When Colorado Sheriff deputies found her, glittered with makeup, decorating her face around her eyes.
Oh my god.
They were set
Sounds
up
like
as
meth
a
was involved.
they sat. What she claimed, she was Mother God, 19 billion years old, a reincarnation of Jesus, and could heal people with the power of love.
Meth was definitely involved.
They were charged with abuse of a corpse and faced child abuse after a 13-year-old and a 2-year-old were in a home where the group members were staying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's pretty crazy.
But what I'm not hearing is, was there any written statement beforehand
Yeah, I don't think so.
that it was an abused corpse?
I doubt it. I doubt
Yeah.
she probably didn't know her body was going to be used for that. So
Speaking of which, I'd like to caveat off this into Grim Love, which was a case of 2 German gay cannibals. So if you didn't know, there is a fetish where you fetishize about eating people, and there's a fetish about being eaten. Like you get off on the thought of someone actually taking a bite of you. Okay? I think this happened in the 80s or the 90s, maybe early 2000s. And this, we'll call him Cannibal 1. He's the one who wants to eat someone. He has the sexual fetish for eating someone. He would post on forums trying to find a victim, right? And so he would get numerous people, he would meet them, and so he would hang them from hooks, and while they're still alive. They have to be devoured alive. But if they asked to stop, he would just take them off, and they would there's multiple reports of the people who did that saying, yeah, he just took me right off the hooks when I started crying and saying I didn't want it, and we would have a beer together, and then he let me leave. His fetish was you needed to be willing.
Huh.
Okay, so he finally finds victim. And victim really wants this. 100% serious. And so he videotapes it. And I don't want to go too much in graphic detail because there's genital biting, which didn't go out so well. But in the end, he did actually eat this person. He killed him and ate him. And it lasted him a few months. And then when he started running low on meat, he posted again on the forum. And there's full video of the guy sober, saying, yes, this is what I want. I have this fetish. I want to be killed and I want to be eaten. And so when this all went to court, because someone on the forum was like, I think this dude's actually serious. They were kind of like stumped, like, so
Like ethically.
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
just fully mentally stable. This was his fetish, and it's just like, I mean, it was fucked up what he did to this guy. Like, imagine someone trying to bite through your shaft with his teeth, which is impossible to do. We have discovered. But they're like, he actually ended up getting convicted. But yeah,
That
there's your interesting
That's
ethical
fucking
case.
crazy.
sounds
So that's a
nutty.
that's a roller coaster from start to finish, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a whole movie about it, and that video. So the guy videotaped him eating the guy and everything, and it's never been released. The only people to ever see it are the jury and the one cop. It is the most sought after snuff film on the internet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's some crazy.
And so how do you feel about that ethically?
I
Should
mean,
he have
what?
went to prison?
Oh, if someone said they wanted to die and be eaten, I don't think.
Mhm.
I mean,
So I don't think
there
I
was
don't see
consent.
cannibalism as
And-
bad as probably most people do. Like I think it's
Sure,
fucking
sure.
disgusting, and I think you
Yeah,
definitely
not for
shouldn't
me.
eat anyone against their will. But if
Necessity.
someone wants to be fucking eaten, and you like eating people, and that's how that trade goes, I mean,
I
fucking
think
eat.
it's
What's
I
the
think it's
difference
legal
from
to
a bear
donate
eating
your-
another bear, or
yeah.
or
Fair,
a
fair.
fish eating another fish, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like we do these
It
things. Like
happens,
monkeys eat other
yeah.
monkeys. Like we do this shit. Like
This is one of those things where it should have been like, all right, because there's no law against this, I'm not gonna charge you this time. But
yeah, I just
from
think
now on,
I think it's
Yeah,
legal to donate your corpse to a cannibal.
yeah, you would need
I don't know.
100% solid, like just like he had of evidence of like
Right.
this person was completely sober and
Competent.
and yep
And a history
everything.
of letting people go who didn't consent.
Yeah, and yeah, so like it would have to be a perfect individual for me to be like, yeah, okay, this guy's not trying any shady shit.
This
like,
is the outlier. This is
somebody
the
So-
yeah.
perfect person.
From Cornell University of Law, cannibalism is a consumption of another human's body matter, consensual or not.
Those blowjobs.
Okay, so
In
yeah,
the
Sure,
in
sure.
the in the United States, there are no laws against cannibalism,
Mhm.
but most states, if not all, have enacted laws that make it almost impossible to legally obtain and consume body matter.
Almost.
There's been a couple of cases, whatever. They talks about the German man.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, that's a pretty fucking unique case. Like,
Yeah.
that's like, what if, and it actually
Yeah.
happened. So 1 in a
So
million.
they usually do. They still may be liable for criminal or civil actions governing the abuse and desecration of a corpse, which varies from state to state. So even if that woman in Colorado consented to being mummified and hung as an altar, then they would still be charged for abuse or desecration of a corpse. I think the charge was improper use of corpse or something like that.
Yeah, just like I said, I mean, some people would obviously see that as, cannibalism as like abhorrent, probably maybe even against their religion, blah blah blah. I don't fucking
Sure.
know, man. Animals eat animals. Like that shit happens.
I agree.
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's good. Like, no one should be going around eating fucking people, but like I said, if we got the perfect individual and the other perfect
This
individual,
situation.
yeah, the perfect situation. Let's go with that. Yeah. If you got the perfect situation, I'd fucking
'Cause-
go for
Yeah.
it, dude.
Do whatever the
Eat-
fuck
eat
you
that
want.
dude's
From a-
cheeks.
Literally.
From a law standpoint, like, I can't think of a way to prosecute this guy, even though he did get convicted in Germany, because like,
Because there's no.
it wasn't just one person he let go. He let like 5 to 10 people go.
Yeah.
Like, he had 5 to 10 people on his side saying, yeah, he had me in hooks. Like, I was tied up in hooks, and then I started crying and said, I want to go home. And he just said, oh, okay, and let me go. And we had a beer, and he made me dinner, and then I left. It
How
was-
sweet.
Well, that's, I mean, it's weird, but it's like, that's absolute consent. That's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything
with
that they
any
did up to that point was
consent,
legal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're consenting to it and there's no funny business, I really don't think anything should be illegal. If it's your body,
True.
your choice type
Well,
deal.
other
Honestly.
than bestiality and pedophilia.
Well, I mean, I'm
Well, sure,
talking
yeah,
human
yeah,
being.
yeah.
I'm talking
Human,
human
yeah,
beings.
kids can't
Yeah,
consent.
yeah,
Kids can't
like
consent.
let's
Yeah.
kids definitely.
I just
can't
wanted to
consent.
make that very clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, let's not go dark. I'm just talking like
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
we're
my
not gonna
head, I
cut
was
out
thinking
pieces
just
of
yeah,
the
I was thinking just
conversation.
like a
No,
man and
no.
a woman. Like those are the pictures in my head. Like I was
Yeah.
just like, okay.
Or a man and a chick and a chick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either way, I'm just saying.
classify
Yeah.
yourself as
Two adults that consent to
Consenting
fucking whatever
adults,
the
yeah.
fuck they want to do
consenting
can
adults.
do
Yeah,
whatever the fuck they want to do as long as it's not affecting anyone else around them. Pretty much.
sure.
Yeah,
See, that's when you add that. That's why the religious argument gets me. It's because it's like, and I'm caveating on to those Christian people who refuse to serve the homosexual couple that happened. What was that 5-6 years ago?
oh, the Colorado baker.
Was it Colorado?
Yeah.
It's like I get religious freedom, but when you're using religious freedom to discriminate,
Yeah, private businesses have the right to refuse service to anyone for any reason at any time. And that's where it's like, but is race, like there's still a segregated bar.
Right. So if I want to say that you being black is against my religion, then could I have a segregated I mean, regardless of what the market says, maybe I'd be very popular with white supremacists, but can that technically be legal now?
Well, this is
it's for my religion.
This is where we reach the problem of trying to please everyone. You can't be a fucking people pleaser. You can't please everyone. That's literally where the statement comes. Like you can't.
I guess.
And if you try to, you're gonna fuck a lot of things up because they're gonna eventually like collide with each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like you're saying now.
That's why I guess I disagree with the whole Colorado baker thing. I guess you have the right, in my personal opinion, you have the right to believe whatever you want, so long as you do not force it on anybody else. And so I get you are against homosexual marriage, but if you are forcing your beliefs on that homosexual couple. If you don't like it, I guess you should stop being a cake baker. You have the right to hate homosexual marriage in your own home. You do not have the right to not serve the public based on
Yeah, I think that's
that kind of belief.
I
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like we shouldn't be able to. Yeah, you shouldn't have the right to turn down anyone. The only time you should have the right to turn down someone is if they're being disrespectful, rude, or violent, or something.
Yeah, destroying your property or harming your
type, like man, woman, trans, any of that, fucking race, fucking how they act.
I could hate you for being a trans person, but I need to serve you is my thing.
I still need to make you this Subway sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know, dude. Like I need to make you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like
whatever the place
we can't show images of Muhammad on TV because
like,
it's against the Muslim religion.
Yeah, and they tried to bomb South Park.
Would Chick-fil-A?
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Chick-fil-A 100% serves gay people.
Okay. Just
they actually, because of the huge protests, they used to give funding to organizations that were against transsexuals and homosexuals. And because of the protests, they stopped giving money. I believe their stance is still against it generally, but they will not deny service to anybody.
Yeah, that's why I never eat at Chick-fil-A, man. That shit's fucking like. I remember at
shit's
Chick-fil-A, I believe Nava like got kicked out for saying shit. Like he said shit or something inside the restaurant. Which don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of people who go into a restaurant and fucking run their mouth either. Like and just cuss all the time. I'm like, come on, just like.
That's understandable to me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He didn't like say shit in like a really derogatory way or anything or I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I agree. I understand that, but like you wouldn't go sit in a McDonald's and if someone just said shit, like it wasn't even loud to where everyone could hear it. There was just a waiter near us, I think, or something like that.
Well, was he given a warning first?
I don't remember.
I feel like you would get a warning.
Yeah, I could see him getting a warning and then getting kicked out because he hit every other word with him was the F word or something. Like that guy didn't know how to speak in a proper sentence.
The difference with that is you have the choice and the option to be able to change that aspect of yourself and to keep yourself controlled for a few moments. Where like someone who's black, someone who's homosexual, transsexual, debatably based on your religious preference, it's debatable whether it's a choice to be gay or not. So I don't agree with that sentiment, but someone who's gay can't just change that about themselves. So to deny them service for that thing is wrong. Nava could change. I'm just not going to say shit for 10 minutes and eat this chicken sandwich and leave.
Yeah, that's what I would like people to do. Just like, because
You see where I'm saying? Where that's like,
I just don't
if
like
I can hold
upsetting
myself back.
people. I don't like unnecessary conflict. You know what I'm saying? And what
I love
happens when you
conflict.
fucking storm into a goddamn restaurant and people have themselves and other kids there? They're not going there to listen to some jackass in the
Yeah,
restaurant say
be
fuck this,
drunk
fuck
and
that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what they came there to do. They came there to
True.
have a
Mhm.
peaceful fucking lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever it is, and not hear the other table cussing up a storm or being a jackass. You know? So.
I truly wish when I'm a billionaire, I will just run my mouth to anyone like that. Because part of being in the medical field is I always have to worry about people might not just come to me, because if I get shown on social media showing my certain perceptions or views, people might not use my services. Right? So I might
Yep.
lose money. I might not be able to provide for my family. If I'm a billionaire and someone just walks into Chick-fil-A cussing up a storm, I can be like, you shut the fuck up. The absolute freedom. Like, you're a piece of shit right now.
Yep. You're
We're
garbage.
just trying to have a goddamn nice meal. I really hope you just go home and kill
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, you're gonna pull the goddamn in there too in a Chick-fil-A. They're gonna be like, okay, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like what?
Just so
You've
you
gone
have-
too far.
Yeah, you've now put God in your sentence, and we would know absolutely
All
not.
right, let me get some nuggets before I go. Pay $100 for them.
They're like, fine. You're lucky God has a price. What the fuck? You know, everyone's just baffled. Like, oh, what? Hold on.
It's like when Chick-fil-A was against homosexuals. I still saw people on Twitter who are homosexual. Like, listen, man, they may be against gays, but those chicken sandwiches.
I
They're fucking
know, I
fire.
know. But one time I also got Chick-fil-A and they gave me like a really shitty one. Like it was just all breading and some of the.
Did you tell 'em?
No,
They-
I just hate.
They
that
will
shit.
replace that shit for you
Like I
and give you a
said,
free side.
I'm a bitch. I'm a people pleaser. I don't want to. I don't like.
Chick-fil-A-
Well, I'm not a people pleaser. I lied. I'm just a unnecessary. conflict.
Non-confrontational?
Yeah, I don't really like.
Brittany's the one who should have went in there. I get it. I know what you mean. Your eggs are undercooked, and she's the one who says, "No, my man ordered them scrambled."
No,
I get
it's
it.
not
You
that.
like a
It's
strong, confident woman.
no, it's not like that because like whenever something happens, like Brittany keeps stuff from me so I don't blow up on people. Like like
Then
she'll
confrontational.
she waits till I get in, okay, maybe I don't know if I am, but either way, like we'll get in the car and she'll be like, yeah, that lady back there said this when I passed by. I was like, what fucking lady? Like who? Who the fuck was who was that? I was like, we're getting out of the car, and she's like, hey, see, this is why I don't tell you until they're gone. I was like, oh my fucking god. Some bitch decided to like, so Brittany went downstairs, and some fucking chick decided to, you know, they're both going down the hallway to our place, so they did like the step back and forth thing, you know, like where people like the trying to go which way or the other. Yeah, they did that, and apparently she was like, she's like, you need to fucking pick which way you're going, or something super rude, right? And
Yeah.
I didn't hear it, and then I come down the stairs like I don't know, maybe like 10 seconds after or whatever. I think I saw the chick like maybe at the end of the hallway or whatever, and we go and we walk out, and then we get to the car, and she's like, you see that chick back there? Yeah, she like did this, isn't it? I was like, oh my fucking god! I was like, you do this every time. That you don't ever tell me, because I don't care. I would literally like, oh, if I would have heard that, I would have been like, Brittany, sit right there. Like, bitch, your dumbass can go the fuck around. How about that? How about fucking that? Since you want to be rude. I'd embarrass her ass in front of her fucking family that was there too. I don't know what she was just moving in, so I'm sure she was just having a bad day. Like, you know, no one likes moving. No one, but you don't get to treat
Yeah.
people like shit because you're having a bad day. Like,
Yeah, for real.
I will fucking roast you in front of everyone, and then I don't even care. If you want to fight me, dude, let's fucking fight. I don't care. All right, I honestly
Man
don't care
who
if I
is-
get my ass beat.
Quick to anger, is easily manipulated.
See, that's the funny thing though, because but there's only certain things that anger me. So like you can call me everything you want and I'll brush it off. Like you can just, you know, I don't give a fuck. But once you start insulting people I care about, that's when it becomes a problem. That's it. Like someone could call me a piece of fucking shit. We were in the army. Like if I was that
yeah.
confrontational, you know, like
You a piece of shit.
they said it to my face, you know what I'm saying? So like yeah, I can take all that good shit. But when someone's blatantly disrespectful to someone I care about, that's not gonna fly. That's so. I don't anger
Yeah.
quickly. Actually, I would say I'm actually one of the more calmer people. You can even ask Zach.
Yep.
Zach was a was a version of someone who could get angry quickly back in the day.
Oh,
That was someone
Yep.
who got angry quickly. Okay.
Yep, I snapped on a dime.
Crunch and he gets angry.
Yeah.
No foursome? I'm killing everyone in the fucking party. What the fuck? Holy, where'd we go here? I'm leaving. What the
Yep. I will have a fucking scar on my hand from that night for the rest of my life.
God, dude.
And
that
I will
was-
always be reminded of that. Don't be a dumbass.
You didn't have a foursome, was
you
that?
he had to learn I'm glad I was along for that trip because I got to watch you learn everything the hard way. Even though I was just like, man, I tried to tell you sometimes, but sometimes you just wanted to do it. You're just like, I have to
Yep.
test. I think you even told me one
You gotta
time.
let
You were
him.
like, I just
You
have
gotta
to do it. You're like, I have to do it to find you. I was like, oh my fucking god, dude.
It's for science.
Yep.
Well, you know?
And I was an emotional wreck.
Yeah, the army makes people really dependent, but some people went and found women to be dependent on.
Some drugs.
Yep, some people found drugs. Me and
Both.
Vancy found each other and played League of Legends all the time. That was about it.
Except for the
Like-
night you went out for soju and strippers.
That was what I say. There was random nights where I would confide in you fabulous people, and we would go have a fucking blast. But
That was
on
your
a-
experimentation.
On a normal,
like,
yeah,
one-
on a normal night, it was me and
Maybe
Vancy playing
all of
League,
us.
or me and Zach playing like Eve or some shit like that. Like it was video
Yep.
games and chilling. Like I didn't like going
Yeah,
out
that's
and
what I
doing
was
all
Video
strip-
games
from
kept me out of trouble.
Yeah, and there were so many fights in the military. Like everyone wanted to fight when they got alcohol in them. I didn't like it. I was like, "What the fuck is everyone's ego issue in this goddamn place? This is ridiculous. No one can have fun."
No,
Oh,
I
the-
just like to sit in VIP rooms. That's all I like to do.
Oh, that was so great, dude. You did that like 3 times in a row. I was like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" Like the dude knew you when you walked in at some point. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "This guy comes here way too much." Which we won't say what it is because
It's
you
supposed to
know.
be $300 an hour, and he's like, you can just have the suite for the entire night. You're my
Yep.
man, Tyler.
They'd
I'm
bring,
like,
us,
thanks,
they'd bring
man.
us 2 fat bottles and we'd clean those things out too. We were just like, oh,
Sit all night from like 8 p.m. till 2.
yeah, yeah, that
Nice.
was okay. Well, now that you said that, everyone knows exactly where the fuck we were at that time. Like, there's nothing else you could really fucking.
What, strip clubs?
Yeah,
Bro,
well,
I-
I didn't know if you
when-
like if your
That's
your wife
fine.
is ever gonna hear this or anything.
No,
so-
never. When
Oh.
I was
Took it bored 5 minutes in.
Probably exactly.
when I was 18, right, I was a garbage man.
Ugh.
And
Fucking
so in
jeez.
Flint, Michigan, there was a every strip club you had to be 21 years old to get into, except for Deja Vu. It was 18 and up. It served no alcohol. And so I was 18 and I had nothing else to do. And I was making like $40,000-$50,000 a year. So what did I do? Me and my buddy, weekdays, weekends, we were in that strip club every single night. So strip clubs, I never bought dances. Never. Dances didn't do my thing, but I would buy the girls food. They would literally, I had every girl's number. I knew the owner. At one point, they just started letting me in for free.
Man, it's just you know how to speak to people, dude. That's all. And
Yeah, you got
So-
the vibes, my guy.
and that's also why I like that we're doing this podcast, even if nobody listens, because I feel like it helps with just talking about shit, like being able to keep a conversation
Help-
going.
yeah,
like, you know what I'm
helps
saying?
us
Things like
process
that.
life
So
too.
It's like, oh, definitely that. Like, I love just fucking.
I
picking
can't
each
wait till
other's
my kid's
brains about
18. I'm going
shit.
to take him to a strip club. I'm like, let me show you what daddy does. Let me show
Shut the fuck. Oh
Hola.
my god, dude.
I'm gonna show you.
Watch, you're gonna have a
Let me show
daughter.
you how to
and your
talk to a woman
daughter's
real
gonna
quick.
Be like, nah.
Yeah,
She's
Tyler,
lesbian.
we just need to go out, bro, so that way I can,
What do
get
you
back
Oh
mean?
yeah,
out there
take
again.
Zach with you. Yeah, you could.
I'll
Oh
take
my
you,
god,
yeah.
easy. Dude.
Yeah, bro.
You
I
could
need to get back out
charisma-
there.
You could charisma him and into like multiple women's is fucking okay. Let's.
It-
I mean, or
I
dudes,
I
you know,
just
Zach
need one good
also-
one.
Whatever you want to do, trannies. Yeah, we'll take you to Bangkok.
I'm about to say yeah. I'm about to say or dudes or trans. I'm sure Zach's gonna
At
try
one
every
point,
bowl of water there, right? Right,
you
Zach.
got
Nah, just the
He's like-
females, unfortunately.
No,
They
I'm not
identify-
brave enough
okay,
to
but
dip my
Ty-
toe in
Ty-
those waters.
Tyler apparently thinks that what do you call
What?
it? That if you get some alcohol, enough alcohol in you, you'll
Yeah,
bang a tranny.
yeah.
Apparently,
eh,
I
I'm
wonder.
extremely
I wonder.
cautious because of that.
He's gonna
Like-
find a really good looking one. He's gonna find a
Oh,
fucking
Oh
really
no,
one.
we've already been. Tyler took a fucking tranny website, pulled it up, streamed it, and was like, we started going through and like, oh my god, some of them were absolutely hilarious, and the other ones, it was like, whoa, you're tricking somebody. Like you are definitely tricking people.
Oh man.
That's scary, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it's terrifying.
what I've heard from Thailand is if the woman has makeup on, she's probably a tranny.
So fucking, you know, a combat veteran.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's funny.
yeah. So there's a time when he fucked a tranny, and he tells the story about it. And he was like, he met some chick at the bar, and I guess his buddies saw something that he didn't, and fucking, he got her number. They lost touch. They reconnected years later when they were both in New York, and I think it was a she then. Fucking had transitioned fully, at like custom fucking Cadillac job down there and everything.
That's what he said.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, so, you know, I went over there, had dinner, and I looked at my little man after because she was like, oh, I have something to tell you. And then, like, told him, and he was, like, already ready to go. He's like, I had a little pep talk with my buddy, and we were like, fuck it, we're already here. So he fucks this chick, I guess, off fucking like the balcony in New York, and he was like, it was the best ride I've ever ridden. Like,
It's a custom made pussy right there, boy.
yeah, he was like, whatever doctor did that was primo.
Oh shit.
I need his info so I can leave a review. Like, best pussy I've ever had.
Yeah, that shit's funny as fuck.
He is fucking hilarious, man. By the way, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2 might have a release date leak, by the way. So not only is it already in process, Zach, since we were talking about this, or what do you call it, in production? What do you call that? When they're development? Yeah, Jesus, my high ass, dude. You can't even think of words. See, this is why we're doing this, because I can't even speak correctly.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, so how we were talking about if it was even coming out, or if it even was a thing. Well, now it says it's actually 2023 is the release date. So.
Ooh, they're taking their time with it.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Doesn't match. Respawn apparently released in game 2023. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So it'll probably be really good if they're taking that much time.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that means it'll be. I mean, they learned from the first one, I'm sure. So they probably just, boom.
Yeah, they have a storyline that they can go with. Like it fits the lore. It makes sense. Like it ties in with other shit that's been mentioned in other parts of Star Wars lore. It was really good. And
yeah,
I watched the Clone Wars all the way through. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau did an amazing job with that. And the Bad Batch just came out.
I know, and I gotta watch the Clone Wars now and the Bad Batch.
Yep.
Since you said it's Gucci, so.
Yeah, you can watch all the way through Clone Wars, start Bad Batch, and it's like a perfect fit. I'm so glad I rewatched it before, because I just finished the day before released Clone Wars, and then I got to watch the Bad Batch, and it was perfect.
Well, I'll have to watch all that. By the way, what is your guys' favorite drink? Just I don't know why this popped in my head, but do you guys like what, whiskey, vodka? Like what's your preference?
Bombay Sapphire Gin.
I know you like your body, and what'd you say?
I also love soju.
Oh, so
Bombay
good.
Sapphire Gin.
Oh, I remember. God, I don't know why you. I mean, it's not bad, but man, it's fucking. I feel like it's not the smoothest. I mean, it is, but
it's super smooth to me.
Also, mead.
Really, like that stuff. Like I can drink, vodkas and stuff like that. But I had some of that. I remember, maybe not, but I think I remember having
I
that
gave you
gin,
some.
and I just and I remember just like almost coughing
can't do
because
that.
of how
Yeah.
fucking. I don't know how rough it went down, I guess, but it's probably not rough. I mean,
yeah, I can't do hard liquor or dark liquor.
Oh, like whiskey.
I mean, Sapphire's clear.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know, but is it like the equivalent of fucking?
It's like I don't know.
Gin's always clear, but Bombay Sapphire is when it's made with herbs and spices.
Oh, interesting. It's got a little kick to it, huh?
Dude.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
I was gonna say it. Okay, so that's probably what I'm getting when I had that.
It's like putting
vodka's
like
just
pepper.
like whatever, it just tastes like
Yeah.
alcoholic fucking shot. Like a basic alcoholic shot, I guess. I don't even know how to explain that. But yeah, I feel like there was I feel like there was just like a little kick on the fucking on the Bombay Sapphire shit.
So that's like the equivalent of putting like peppercorn seeds in your tequila. It adds new flavors in there and shit. So they just made something with herbs and like
you can always do like I forget there's different forms of gin. I just like Bombay Sapphire because of the different spices they make it with, because I think it adds a little bit taste. So when you do that with sparkling water and lime, Mm. Mm.
That actually does sound really good.
Just-
I
'Cause,
can
like,
drink dark liquor like that.
I can drink whiskey with a little bit of water in it.
I'm about to say, I mean, do you not like Crown?
I can drink
Eh.
it, but I
Like-
don't really
like
like it.
Crown Apple, I guess. On the
I
rocks would be
yeah, I
pretty
can have
Um,
like a shot of that,
good.
and that's about it.
I don't know.
I can
I
drink
haven't had any really
anything.
good whiskey. Like I haven't had good whiskey before because
Glenfiddich.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll have to try. We'll have to try that at some point. But
Yeah.
what do you call it? So when I went out for my birthday, I believe it was like the first year I was in Colorado or whatever. I think Nava took me out. I forgot who all was there. Some guy I didn't even really know. He was just wanted to party. But there was a few of us there or whatever, and he told the bartender or whatever that it was my birthday and that we all wanted to do some shots and he was gonna pay for it or whatever. He got
Mhm.
these the four horsemen shot or something
Four
like that.
horsemen.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
disgusting. It's like four
Oh,
different
yeah.
types of dark liquor, and it
Are you
made
sure
me
that
Oh.
wasn't me? That sounds like I feel like I did that to you.
It might have been you. I think you were there. I think you
I'm
might have been
pretty
there.
sure that guy was me.
Yeah, that might have been you cocksucker.
That sounds like a Tyler thing to do.
because
That's
yeah,
exactly what I do. I buy drinks for people, and if I want to get you fucked up, we'll do like adios, motherfuckers.
Oh, I love
Horsemen.
those.
Dude,
I
the
love
Four
Adi-
Horsemen were awful. I almost threw. I mean, I didn't almost throw up, but
Yeah.
I was
I
gagging. I was like, oh,
Adios,
oh.
adios, motherfuckers. My favorite drink. I ask for that
Oh.
every bar I go to.
Yeah,
I'm like, do you
AMF's
guys know how to
great.
make a fucking adios, motherfucker? And half the
Long
bars
I-
say no, but
What's a Long
What?
Island with Sprite instead of Coke and Blue Caraco? That's
no,
it.
it's fucking phenomenal.
Yep. So here at
But
the,
they also
our
had like
bar-
vodka and scotch and like other fucking alcohols to it too. So it'll be like 6 different alcohols.
It's the exact same alcohols as a Long Island, but Long Island has Coca-Cola, where
Yeah, me and Brittany
Adios has Sprite and Blue
Fuck.
Caraco.
Yeah, it's
up
fucking
on those
amazing.
things. So we have a bar here,
Yep.
or a club here, I guess it is. It's down in Tempe, and
Sure.
what do you call it? They give it to you in buckets. It's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh baby, give me that
I just
motherfucker
need
right there.
2 of these.
Yeah, oh, that's all
And
I
I'm
need all
good.
night. Just give me 2 of these bitches. I was like, I'm good to
Yeah,
go, dude.
yeah,
Like,
you're fucking
Korea-
plastered.
Korea, there's this place in
Okay.
Florida district called Thursday Party, right? And so it had beer pong tables inside the bar, and they had $5 Long Islands, and the Long Islands were like 20 ounces, bro. Oh my god,
Yo,
for $5, you get fucked up.
okay, so I'm gonna pitch something here.
All right.
So
already.
you know how we had the meeting the other day, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm supposed
I
to
were at
go
a
out to yeah, Jacob, I figured you were at work or I would have bugged you about it too, because you weren't reading any messages for a fucking hot minute. It was like
Yeah.
Thursday afternoon.
I bullshitted my way through a
Yeah.
meeting with people in 3D printing.
Yeah, so I'm looking at buying a manufacturing size 3D printer.
Mm-hmm. 10 by 10 by 10.
Yeah, 10 by 10 by 10. It's fucking nice.
A nice one.
It can print fucking up to 300 degrees Celsius fucking resistant material.
Mm-hmm.
So good enough to do a lot with, especially for as much R&D as that we want to start doing with a Chinese company that we're partnering with.
How dare you? But
Yeah,
go ahead.
or not Chinese, sorry, Japanese. And then
I
we're
totally want to meet
Korean.
your friend who does the Korean. Yeah, I want to meet her.
yeah,
Korean?
Nabi. Yeah.
She
She's-
Korean?
Yeah, she's Korean. She wants to
Oh,
take us
shit.
to Korea to introduce us to people for
Did you tell her your buddy speaks a little bit Korean? His wife's Korean. He goes to Korea.
No, I haven't brought any of that up yet because this is like she's a fucking millionaire and a massive
of
business
Koreans
owner
are.
and a huge fucking political
Oh.
influence in the Republican Party.
I guess I'm gonna have to
So
sugar mama then.
I mean,
That's what I'm hearing.
yeah, she is super fucking awesome. But yeah, I mean, if you want to throw some suits on and maybe come on a trip sometime,
I have a
would love to.
$2,000 tailor-made suit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Sim-
dude.
I need to get a suit. And Simi.
Oh,
wants
I
to-
got
We'll get him in
you.
Korea. We'll get him in
Simi,
Korea.
Simi, by the way,
Super
wants
cheap.
to join us on our hunting trip if he has time.
Yes, that'd be
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic.
If he doesn't have time, no big deal. We'll still go. But if he does have
We'll
time,
go when I'm all done. When
Yeah,
I'm all
you
done
should-
with
Yeah.
school.
you should
Oh,
definitely go.
but back to what I was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
pitching.
Yeah.
So I kind of work, how they wanted to work with us. So I sent him an email back after because he emailed me afterwards, and we're gonna set up a time for me to go out to California to their facility where they're gonna have these machines, and they're gonna show us all of their machines in person, give us some tests, maybe print some prototype parts for us. So it'd be like a 1-2 day thing out in California. So I told them I'd try to bring the team. If you guys want to try to make a trip out of this, I mean, you guys
If
could
I
give your
could,
inputs
man.
on the machines and shit as well. It'll
If
be
I
like next
could, I
month.
would.
What kind of machine?
No, I can't.
3D printers, metal printers, epoxy
Oh.
printers, powder coat printers.
It was super cool. It's super high tech stuff. He's gonna look at the Origin, which is gonna be more for individual prototypes. It makes 2,000 to 5,000 pieces. The powder
year.
printing one, yeah, the powder printing one is more for like mass production. But
Yeah.
it takes up a lot of space.
So this printer takes 12 hours to print projects.
Still dope. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I would just go to sleep, let it do its thing, and wake back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to be mining cryptocurrency with my computer while I'm gone.
Speaking
So
of that,
I will
what's
always
Doge
be.
at, dude?
Oh, let's take a look because I need to be
63?
buying 63.
No,
that's-
70
I-
right now.
Oh
it
my
70?
god! I fucking need to buy. I need to buy right now.
Oh
Oh no, I'm gonna
you
wait
don't
until
wanna buy,
tomorrow
yeah.
morning. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Elon Musk is
Morning.
going on. Elon Musk is going on Saturday Night
Tomorrow
Live
night.
tomorrow.
But
Y'all,
Izzy, there was problems with that apparently. I was hearing there was issues with him.
He was
going
saying
on
don't
SNL.
dump all your money into Dogecoin. He's going on tomorrow. He's just saying don't. I'm pretty sure his lawyers are just telling him to back off so he doesn't market manipulate, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And the internet is kind of split at what's going to happen tomorrow. Either after his SNL thing, Doge is going to spike and rocket.
He
or it's
already
gonna
said
dump.
he was going to talk about Dogecoin, so it's going to skyrocket, 100%.
Have you ever heard the old saying in stock market, buy on rumor, sell on news?
Yeah, but fuck that. I'm willing to risk it.
All right, I've made a few thousand off of Dogecoin. I'm no longer in the
Yeah,
game.
me
It's
too.
it's too risky for me. So
Nah, dude, I'm diamond handing this shit until $1.
hey, if you guys can make money off it, I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
I'm on a
bro.
Dogecoin.
Yep. There's a couple of new cryptocurrencies that have come out that I highly suggest as well. They're both LF coins. One of them is SafeMoon.
No,
Yes, dude.
No.
Fuck what everybody's saying. I've made money off it.
sure you can make money off it. I'm doing long-term holds. I'm in Anchor. I just sold all my Cardano. I'm in
Your
Anchor.
ADA?
XLM. Yeah.
Oh, why'd you sell your ADA? Yeah, I know it's been down, but give it a chance. Give it some
Well,
time.
it went up 10 cents. I made, I think, $10 off of that. Can't remember. Yeah, I made
Yeah.
$10 off of that. But from when I was looking at market cap, the highest that's ever going to go, that and XLM, so satellite lumens, the highest those two could ever go is $5 to $10 a piece, just based on market cap. And that's if they have that's the exact same market cap as Bitcoin. So I moved over into Polygon and Anchor just because if they were ever reached to Bitcoin's market cap, I would be hundreds of thousands.
Okay, so I will be looking into adding to that.
I
do
just
know
sent you a
there's-
link.
Okay, good. There's
There's a
another one too called Elongate. So
yeah, I'm in Elongate. You helped me with that.
yeah,
remember?
Elon Musk made a Twitter post and he said, if I'm ever in
Yeah.
a scandal,
Call it
please
Elongate.
call it Elongate.
And so I made a coin about that. It's a charity
Yeah.
coin.
So they donate 5%. They destroy. I think they destroy 5 and they donate 5.
Yep, total of 10% every Sunday.
Yeah.
There's
So
an Ask Me Anything this Sunday on Discord.
yeah, it's fucking awesome because it's for a good cause and it's gaining popularity. They have fucking ass ton of ads in New York City and Miami, like aerial, billboards, fucking TV, radio, like everything.
I just
bro.
want Doge to be the next Ethereum.
It won't. It can't.
Yeah, it's
Impossible.
Well, I wouldn't say impossible.
It is. So when I looked
It'll
on,
be
so,
hard.
so let me tell you this right now. I was looking on. The reason I know the market caps is when I was posting on how high certain these coins could go. Someone posted on Reddit a calculator, and you can type in the different coins and see how high they can go, and like if they were to ever equal Bitcoin, if they were to have the same volume as Bitcoin, right? Did you know every coin of Dogecoin, every coin, and 10,000 are made every minute?
Yeah.
Every coin of Dogecoin is currently owned, except for a very, very small percentage, like 0.01%.
But so much is created at once that it
Right, but
still
what-
has a market.
That's why it's so high. And you can look on the Dogecoin's wallet, right? And you can see 12 people in the world own 99% of Dogecoin. So if even one of them sells, it'll go back to maybe sub penny. This is why people are telling you to stay away from Dogecoin.
Yeah,
'Cause
fuck
there's-
it.
So that's why Dogecoin is so high right now. Is so many people are buying it faster than it's being made. But the second that stops, the second one of the whales sells, it collapses. I'm not saying get out of it. I'm just saying that
Be
that's
careful.
why it's so high, and that it can never. That's why it will never reach Ethereum levels.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck
But
you, dude. We're gonna make it
I-
happen, and you
The
can
US
suck our
dollar
butt.
also has nothing backing it too, though.
Only
Well, I'm
if
not-
you
yeah,
vote,
yeah, yeah.
pussy.
But we can't. Like if I held if I was one of the major 12 players, once it hit $1, I would drop it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
how
Because
much
then you could just buy more.
40. That's 40 billion coins.
All right, let me.
Yeah, you can go look that up. Shit. Oh, I mean, why the fuck
Okay,
am I gonna wait
well,
for one of the other whales?
I gotta go get Din Din, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's 27 billion.
Look. Just invest in it for a little bit, Zach. You can make easy money
Yeah.
right now, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
just get out. I don't think long.
Oh yeah, it's
probably
gonna
actually
get dumped
be-
eventually.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
don't think.
that's what I
I've
did.
already I edged out a long time ago.
I was in at 1. I was out at 7. I was in at 7 and out at 40. So
I mean, I've
made money.
I spent $40, right?
Mhm.
And I now have a profit of like that's all I spent was $40, and I now have a profit of, let's see, I think it's like $400 right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I added a 0 to what I fucking spent basically. It's
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. And because my very first purchase that I made was 30 or no, it was $50, and now it's 1,200.
if I had held my initial investment, I would have $4,000 right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I got 1,000, and then I
you
got
would have had even
700.
more. You would even have more if you waited till tomorrow, guaranteed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I would have
absolutely.
5 is what I had. I had 5,500 tokens.
Yeah. You could have.
I actually was gonna plan to dump $1,000 into it, but I decided only on 100.
Oh,
I
you
day
could have been a
trade.
billionaire, you piece of shit.
No, I would have had $10,000, bro.
What?
So
No, if it goes.
in
Oh yeah.
one
Wait,
day-
if you only have.
50K. I would have had 50K. I would have had 50K.
I
would
would
have
say
50,000
billionaire. I
tokens.
was just overextending. I
Yeah.
was basically saying you're
Yeah.
gonna make a fuck ton of money, dude. You could have made
I-
so much if you
Yeah.
had that money
I
to
put a down
use.
payment on a
and
car.
because the fucking market is so
50K on a
volatile.
car? Shut the fuck up. No, you're not putting 50K down on a car. That's some lame ass
No, I mean that's
shit.
what I sold it for. Is I put a down payment on a car, and if I had held,
Oh.
so when I started investing last May 2020, if I sold my entire account in August to put a down payment as well. If I had held it, I would have had 50K in February of 2021.
Watch it go up to like $2 tomorrow.
Oh, I'd shit bricks.
I would too, and I'd be getting
I'm
out.
buying a
for
Tesla
ya.
and I'm requesting to purchase it in
Oh.
Dogecoin.
Zach, I sent you a link to on Facebook the Coinbase, so you can see like any different coin you buy. You can see how much it would be worth if it equaled the market cap of Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of the major
Okay,
coins.
okay. Well, I'm gonna go get dinner while you guys are doing mathematician shit because
Because we smart.
because I'm hungry and I don't give a fuck about it because I don't plan on long term keeping my Doge. I'm just
Well,
gonna make some money
drop-
off while it's popping off right now. I'm just gonna make some money, and then once it's dead, man. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So, but
That's why I day trade fucking coins now, because I made $700 in one day of just constantly buying and selling as the market fluctuated with different
yeah,
coins.
it
was
exactly.
a really good day.
So, but yeah, I mean, we still have plenty of the fucking day. We have tomorrow. We have Sunday. What are you guys doing this weekend?
Nothing, but tomorrow I'm busy. I have a dental appointment. I have an oil change. I have a meeting, and then I'll be free.
Simi? Simi? Okay. Well, I think we lost him, boys. I don't know where he went. I mean, he's here,
I'm a cockroach.
but he's not here. So, yeah, I guess that sounds like a good time to end this then. We have one
Yep.
dude fucking off to the fucking ether or whatever you want to call it. The void.
Yep.
Sometimes Brittany does that shit, dude. Sometimes like when in our well, not really, not anymore,
What?
but in our old place, she used to
Is it
like
working out?
sometimes throw stuff just because like we'd throw it on the floor or something like that, and it would literally just go to the void. We'd never find it again.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was like, you need to stop throwing stuff on the ground because it just fucking disappears. We're not gonna have anything. Oh my god, it's fucking funny.
You're a
dude.
bitch. That's why it is.
Oh my god, do you hear this guy? He comes back
Yeah,
but he
so
just acts like
aggressive.
a fucking douchebag, dude.
In here the entire
cool.
time.
Oh, so you just didn't feel like answering us? Okay, so you can just fucking fuck
For
yourself.
some reason, I wasn't answering you. I was peeing, and then I came back, and then you couldn't hear me, and so I had to exit and leave a couple
Oh,
times.
so what are you doing this weekend?
I might go to Davison and meet this old friend of mine because it's my last weekend free before I
Saturday or
am a
Sunday?
slave. Saturday.
Okay, so Sunday pretty much everyone's free other than Mother's Day
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Well, you did Mother's Day stuff.
I did my. Yeah. So I'm
So-
completely free.
Yeah, I'm just stopping by and doing a few things with the Madre, so it'll be in the morning, so we can still get some shit done in the afternoon if you guys would like. But yeah, all right, we're gonna end this one because I got some foods I gotta go eat. So
Thank you for listening to Two Guys and a Cuck.
oh god,
I think I'm guy
I
one
know
this
you
week.
want that name, but
I'm gonna keep saying it, and then we're gonna be Cuck Corp. That's gonna be our corporation name when we incorporate it.
Kunk Eek or Cuck. What is it? Kunk Eek. I can't even say that right.
Cuck Inc.
Ink.
Cuck
It's really
Inc.
hard to say that. I keep saying
Cuck
kunk.
Incorporated.
Kunk. I keep saying kunk for some
Cuck.
reason. I don't know why. I was
I
like
guess you
trying to
can-
say like ink and cuck at the same time, and it just came out as kunk. I was like,
Okay,
"Oh,
this is
fuck."
Cuck, one retard, and one guy. So
Yeah. Oh, you know about the word retard? You can't say. Oh, when they did that in Rick and Morty, dude, and he was like, "What do you mean I
Oh.
can't say it anymore? This machine would literally make me retarded." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't think you can say that anymore." He's like, "Well, that's retarded." I was dead, dude. I was high as shit, but I was fucking dead.
I gotta
Fun
watch
fact.
some of that.
what does retarded mean? Like the literal
It's-
definition of retarded.
I'm assuming it means someone who's got a disability, a mental disability. Right? No. Oh.
It
I
means
actually
to
don't know.
stop growing.
To stop
Um,
growing.
That's why our
So-
LMTVs had retard buttons. That was to retard engine
Yeah,
RPMs
that's true.
from growing. And so the reason that started to equal mental deficiency is we would say mental retardation, as in their
Yeah.
mental capabilities
Stopped
ceased
growing.
to grow.
The
then-
dictionary
But I-
definition as of now is retarded, less advanced in mental, physical, or social development
Yes.
that is unusual for one's age and
Yep.
very foolish or stupid.
That is why, like, if you look up literal can mean being literal or figurative now because people use it literally to mean figuratively.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
But that
I
is
literally
where-
ate an entire cow.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you might as well let the fucking assholes have the derogatory term retard then, because I feel like
well, it is the definition of it.
is it?
Well,
But
that's-
I just
Very
is,
feel like-
foolish
but
or
that's-
stupid.
It used to be a medical diagnosis. It used to be something. Okay, you are mentally retarded. Your kid's mental
but is it
capabilities will
mentally
cease to
but
grow.
is it mentally retarded or?
It-
It's
now,
hard to say
no.
that.
No,
it's,
no,
it's-
no.
Yeah, but say it's hard to say
Yeah,
that
it-
it ceased to grow because it's not like they just stopped. Their
50
brain just stopped growing. Like that's not
So,
what's happening there. You know what I'm
what's
saying?
50 years ago, it was a medical diagnosis. It was something that would be put in your medical.
Yeah.
so- Go ahead.
What's interesting about the Oxford Languages definition of it, it says it's offensive and dated to say less advanced in mental, physical, or social development. That's unusual.
Yeah. So the
But it's
people-
only considered now very foolish or stupid because it's offensive and dated to say something else. So its definition is stupid. So
Yeah,
what we say is
either way.
acceptable.
Either way, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the doctor, the medical experts that came up with the phrase mentally retarded are retarded. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
well,
Like,
it wasn't the doctors because at the time that was correct in the terms that not your brain may have stopped growing because I mean in some people actually the brain does stop growing, but
I was saying,
that
but that's
they're
usually
mental-
not the case. Usually it's something.
well,
like,
it all blended
Like
together
a
back then,
genetic
bro.
Yeah,
defect.
go ahead.
Isn't it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
I forgot.
chromosome?
It all depends
Yeah.
on what disease we're talking
Yeah,
about.
there's
But
multiple.
yeah, so many. But even autism was considered
lot.
mentally retarded. But what happened was
Interesting.
they'd say your mentality was retarded. He's not going to be able to develop or grow any further. Okay, cool. Parents would talk to parents. Okay, then parent too would talk to kid, yeah, so you got to be nice to Billy because Billy's mentally retarded, and then Billy would be like, ah ha ha, you're retarded, and that's how we have retarded means stupid now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then we stop being able to say retarded, and then the medical community would be like, we probably shouldn't use that because it's gonna make people feel bad.
I mean, just use the word retarded. Like, now that we definitely now we know it doesn't even mean what it's supposed to mean. You know, now it was
True,
dumb
yeah, yeah, yeah.
people using that word because they didn't understand what was actually going on with the illnesses.
Sure,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
disabilities, I should say. Sorry, whatever you want to call
Because
it.
now we specify a lot.
Illness or disability, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
so really
Like we have a
just-
video game addiction.
Just let the word
Yeah.
just let the word mean what it means. You know, don't take it personally as in like, oh, my kid's retarded, because no, your kid's not retarded. Your kid's brain didn't just stop. You know,
Growing.
you calling your own kid retarded is that's I feel like
Retarded.
that's disrespectful. And yes, that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what happened. They have something usually. Well, I can't even say usually. Just in some cases, they have different things going on. It's not just their brains
Yeah.
not developing. So that's really
And the-
stupid to say.
Yeah, and the definition of it is stupid. So
Yeah.
you know, how could
Yeah.
you? Why are you going to
So-
get mad
so
about
just-
that
yeah,
when
so
I'm
just let
using
the word
We
retard
don't even know.
mean retard and let
Yeah,
mental
I'm
disability
using it correctly.
be mental disability now. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So that's
exactly.
just what we should have. But I don't know. We're finding so many things to fight over. I mean, like I was talking to my mom about this the other day. Like us as Americans just find things to get mad about. Like like Elon Musk. Here we have a guy saying, "All right, I want to make us planetary fucking species. I'm gonna help our planet with solar energy and all this other stuff and all this revolutionary fucking
hydrogen.
tech. I want to help people who are paralyzed be able to use their phones
Sure.
and everything else. Blah blah
Oh,
blah.
Starlink
hold
is
on.
launching an IPO.
Whoa!
Hold
What?
on, hold on. But either way, so basically we have someone who says they're doing all these things and is actually doing them, and there's people who fucking hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna hate everything. Like we gave them this human being is literally getting us fucking further as a species in 3 different fucking ways, and we still are finding reasons to say he's a piece of shit. Like what the fuck, dude? You know what I'm saying? Just doesn't make sense to me.
Fun fact: Elon Musk is not American. What country is he from?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't look like he's
come on,
He's got a
come
big
on.
blocky
South
ass
Africa,
head.
I think.
There you
Okay,
go.
hold on.
He's
This is where you
Africa.
guys are wrong. This is where you guys are
Let me
wrong. He's
Google.
not even from the planet, so I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
true. Yeah, he was born in South Africa, and he's still a resident and a citizen of South
No,
Africa.
he was born fucking.
And
Well,
he's
Africans-
whoa.
He's the
he's
last
a s-
surviving fucking alien from Mars, bro. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
I want to
no,
go back.
I believe it. So he's a citizen of South Africa, Canada, the United States.
Huh. Well,
Oh, we didn't get
and
to
his
talk about
girlfriend is
this.
Grimes.
We were going to talk about like race and all that, and we were supposed to say about next podcast because we were talking about last podcast. like,
what
if-
race
if-
part?
Remember, we were talking about that there needs to be a line drawn. Race is social, but there needs to be a line drawn when we start talking about money, because technically, because I'm married to a South Korean, if I get a Korean citizenship, am I Asian?
Oh yeah, we were doing all that. I mean, I feel like you have to have.
Well,
say-
don't
say I-
but you can't change races based off of your DNA.
That's
That's
what I
not
was
how
about to say. I
it
feel like it
Wait,
goes
wait,
off
oh,
DNA.
oh, well,
That's how that
there's an
works. You're just a
interesting-
citizen of the country.
Is
Okay.
race determined by
whatever.
DNA?
That's a continent.
No, that's
Uh,
just genetic. Like your race is based off of
Wait,
No.
yeah,
pigmentation in your skin and genetics and
which
shit.
is your
No.
DNA, I guess, right?
Yeah.
We do not use race at all in any form of science. In fact, even anthropologists don't even use race. They use ethnicity, which are 2 different things. Race is a social concept, just like gender.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, fuck race, I guess.
Well, you're
Sorry,
still
let's
not
go with
Asian.
color of the skin.
Why?
Let's go with-
Because my
well,
my
I can't even say color of
it's
the
because
skin.
my eyes aren't squinty. Say it's because my eyes aren't squinty. I don't have
That's
brown
not.
eyes.
That's not how that works either.
Is it, okay,
But
I-
yeah,
It's because
kind of.
your ancestors
I'm
aren't from
s-
that part of the planet, jackass.
Yeah,
that's why,
that's
alright?
exactly what it is. Just
Fuck
because you
outta
got
here.
citizenship doesn't change anything.
Yeah, like, am I now
see-
fucking Norwegian because I go to Norway and become a citizen? Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah,
I'm still
no, that's
a
not how that
Mexicano.
works.
someone who
Alright.
comes to America is an American.
well, you're a little European because you got the white side of your family.
Yeah, his side raped Mexico, but that's a different
Yeah,
scenario.
we just don't know where in Europe.
Is South Korea is part of Asia? So they're part of the Asian continent. Are you saying that someone who comes to America and gets an American citizenship is an American. Because if I go to Korea and get a Korean
Well, it's
citizenship
different though.
and
Hold
Korea
on. But it's
recognizes me,
different.
why is it different?
America is a cluster of everything.
And not only that, but we
cluster.
like
Mm-hmm.
I could be completely wrong here, but
Mm-hmm.
aren't we like one of the only countries that doesn't actually have like a race in their name? Like we have
Pretty
American,
much.
and then everyone else, like China, they're Chinese, Russians are Russians, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like every country has this.
Okay,
Where
alright.
Americans are the only ones who are
Let's-
fucking dumbasses and didn't want to do like whiteys or some shit. I don't fucking know. But they were,
Let's explore that. Let's explore it. So here's what I've learned. All right. So when you're thinking of your casual race, if we go off of modern racial identities, there's African American, which is stupid because what do you call a black guy from Canada? You have Asian, Caucasian. Right. Caucasian comes from this is literally where it comes from. One guy during the Civil War who was a famous phrenologist, which is a guy who studies skulls.
I just want to pause real quick. You said, what do you call a black Canadian? Well, they call them African American, so I'm willing to bet it's African Canadian.
Go Google that. I actually have no idea.
I'm just making an assumption based off of...
Right, but if I'm a black Canadian who comes here and I have to check my ethnicity as African American, I'd be like, or a black guy from France.
Maybe
Anyways.
they do Afro-France or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
French are kind of racist.
I'm just saying I don't like the term African American just because I feel like it puts a divide between the rest of America and the black community. I think
I can agree with that.
They should determine a new term that they would like to be called. I would like to be called something.
Well,
that's
they.
The black community.
What do you
the
mean?
White community.
You people.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that was.
Yeah, the black community should determine what they want to be called because the white community should have no say in that. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Caucasian, I don't like because one racist scientist who came up with he used to call Asians Mongols.
Mongols?
Yeah, because if you were yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, bro, we could go deep into this, but Caucasians come from the Caucasus region of Europe, which is near Russia. It's the Caucasus Mountains, and there's two debated theories as to why he came up with Caucasians. One is that he thought they had the most beautiful women. And the other is that he was banging and having an affair on his wife with a woman from that area. And that's why we're called Caucasians. So that's 100% true that I think we should be called something else than Caucasians. But
Asians and Caucasians.
Yeah. That's why, because it's near the border of Europe and Asia. So when you're saying, like, aren't we the only race? Anthropologists don't use race.
It's because it's a giant melting pot here. That's exactly why we didn't
even a melting pot. It's just that when we go look at an ancient culture, we don't determine what their melanin level was because that's only been a thing for the last 200 years. We determine who had similar culture. Like in 1,000 years, if people were examining America, they're gonna probably just label us Americans.
I mean,
and say, okay.
I'm just saying, like that's why we don't call the races Americans for some reason. Like everything else has basically their race in the name of their fucking country, except for us. Well, the people from there, I should say. Sorry.
White people call themselves.
Like if you're from America, you could be I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. I mean,
Hispanic, Latino don't have it. What country they're from? It's based on language.
No, but I'm just saying it's like. I guess because Native Americans were here first, and then we came and took over.
Well, that depends on your area, but that's called indigenous people.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying if they would have won the war, I'm sure this would have been called something a lot different, and probably would have actually went along with, because I mean, really, did everyone settle basically where they like when everyone split apart the world? So like when the Chinese split from. When we all basically got split into our different races or whatever else, and our tribalism shit, and we all grew up in different parts of the planet. It's like
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out like, were those people always in those areas? You know what I'm saying? And that's why like there's
in genetics. There are two popular theories. I forget the exact names of them, but there's the spontaneous generation theory or something like that, where it says different forms of humans evolved from different species or similar species in different parts of the world simultaneously, which is I would say only maybe 10% of the scientific community maybe believes that. The other one is the African theory, is that we all evolved from the same species in a northern part of Africa about
I mean,
100,000
Africa
years
has
ago.
like everything there, so I could totally see it. But
So they branched out from Africa to Europe.
yep, and then
At this
evolution
time,
just changed skin color
sure.
depending on where you were near the equator or not. That's pretty much how that went. So
Yeah, because if you're darker skinned and you're exposed to more sunlight, you have a reduced chance. You can process vitamin D better. But if you're that same black person and you move to a northern climate, you have a higher chance of rickets because you're getting less sunlight.
Yep.
But then we as humans decided that you are black based on your melanin level. But on top of that, let's go deeper into that. If a black person, we'll just say, is born with albinism, right? But they still got, I'm not trying to be racist here, but
African
some-
genes or something, or what do
they,
you? I'm
what's
just
the
using it as an
stereotype
example.
is
So
sure, they have the stereotypes where they have the people believe they have the larger lips, the larger nostrils,
okay, yep.
the curly hair.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the features that go. I mean, there's features that
Features
go
that
along with
we
races.
associate
Yeah.
with, yeah.
With every
So
race.
they-
Every race has a
they-
feature that is associated with it. So go ahead.
We think Asians have squinty eyes, right?
Yep.
So, but if that black
They
person
do.
has white skin, as white as me, and I'm pretty fucking white, are they white? And it's like,
Check the group chat.
I mean, I just
yeah, right.
well, that's
right?
I mean, I just think race is fucking stupid. Anyways, we're all the human
There is-
race. That's just all there
there-
is to it.
Yeah, I like
Until
that one.
Yes.
religious people decided to fuck with things and say these
Yes.
people aren't white, these people aren't
Yes.
this, these people aren't that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Race
I-
and
I
sex
like
do not
just
exist.
the
They are
human
social
thing.
constructs that we based on genetic characteristics that we are viewing.
yeah, so like I would basically let him claim whatever the fuck. Like I don't care about race enough to where I wouldn't like if he said if he was black but wanted to be blue, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Right.
don't care.
But there becomes a social identity issue. Like, so there
Yeah,
are
yeah,
certain rappers
100%.
like Logic. Like Logic, I don't know if you guys listen to rap, but his mommy, I think his mom's white, his dad's black, and he has very light skin, but he has certain African American features. And in one of his raps, he discusses how he thought he'd be accepted by both communities, but both communities actually shunned him. Where the white community said seen him as not white enough, and the black community said, "Well, you got white privilege." And he's like, "Well, my granddaddy was still a fucking slave, and he got whipped. But neither of you motherfuckers are accepting me."
And that's why race is stupid.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, so let's end it on that. Race is
Okay.
race is dumb. Fucking, I wish we could all just figure that out, but apparently people like their tribalism once again. So
Once
that-
again, yeah, people who are like us.
human nature, exactly what our fucking shit's called. I think tribalism is just in human nature, to be honest. Like
We
that
are a very
see
new
it-
species.
We see it in our government. We see it in high school. We see it at pretty much every workplace. Everyone has their cliques. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is, man. That's just we love tribalism. It's in our DNA. That's how we do things. We're social animals. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some food. You guys have a fan.
Are you gonna get back on?
Yes, I will after I get food. But
Alright.
yeah, you guys go ahead and do your thing until
I'm
that
gonna go
time.
pee and then I'll be back, Zach.
Okay.
Alrighty.